could go all the way. Touchdown. It's a fumble. NFL Prime Time, next.
Hello everybody, welcome on into a brand new season of Random Rosters. My name is Sean, and today we are going back in time to NFL Primetime, ESPN's NFL Primetime 2002 on the PlayStation 2. This was a game that I was made aware of because of a video that I had watched, a retrospective on NFL Primetime. Where is it? Konami's failed NFL game by Soft Drink TV. I mentioned this a couple times as I was winding down the previous season. Yeah, this is what we're doing. We're going back in time. No Houston Texans, weird divisions, especially the NFC West and the AFC Central. And we're going to enjoy 20 weeks of football. Now, I have done no research on this game. Usually what I do is I'll go in and kind of test and see how things are doing, how things are looking, test the game length. I don't know. I have no idea what this game looks like as far as like its flow or anything. So we're kind of going into this one a little bit blind. I'm hoping that we'll get more of like an NFL fever sort of thing. But if the games are fairly short, maybe we'll bump it up to a 4-game season. You'll already know all of this by the time you watch this video because the thumbnail will kind of dictate what it is. Maybe it won't. Maybe I'll fake that it's 3 and it's 4. Who knows? But we're here in NFL Primetime 2002. Cover athlete, by the way, on this game is Edgerrin James of the Indianapolis Colts, which is weird because Peyton Manning was the cover athlete on NFL Fever, so we get a lot of Indianapolis Colts games in week number 1. Let's look through some of the matchups. Here we got Panthers Vikings, Lions Packers, Bears Ravens, Jets Colts, Pats Bengals, Saints Bills, Seahawks Browns. We're going back to that. Oh, Seattle will be in there in the Husky Stadium. Oh, the Buccaneers. Super Bowl champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Gonna be one of the games that we look at today. And I believe it's Arizona that has a bye week in week number 1, which is an absurd thing to say. All right, you know what? Let's see if I can figure something out here. We might do something kind of silly. This is Random Rosters, by the way. The rosters have been completely randomized through a fantasy draft, and this game has like kind of a nice feature where I don't even have to like put my profile to a team. I can just watch the season play out without having to need any sort of like intervention or intervening. I always let the CPU take care of stuff, but sometimes I do feel that like it's like, is this really as effective as it should be? Let's do. Oh, of course you're gonna do this. Anyway, this is Random Rosters, like I said. Every Tuesday, you can watch a fresh slate of NFL action right here on the channel. Last season, or the very first season, was NFL Fever 2002. And every time we do this, we load... oh my goodness. This is a rough intro. This is a real rough intro here. Take a breath. It's random rosters. Every single Tuesday, you can catch a fresh week of NFL action in a game. Complete season 1 through 20 weeks, 3 to 4 games a week, depending on the time of the season. 4 games a week for sure during the playoffs, because we do those in 3 weeks. In the regular season, it oscillates between 3 games. Sometimes it's 4 games. Kind of just depends. 4-game seasons will 4-game episodes would more than likely take place later in the season when the playoff push is happening. But if you'd like to see that, be sure to scroll down, subscribe, ring the bell. You'll be notified when I post new videos. You can check out on the channel. I have each of these in their own individual playlists if you'd like to go back and watch a previous season or just kind of see some of the other games that we've had on the channel. Unfortunately, not a lot of games work for this specific type of series. Some of them make you think that they're going to work, but then they don't work, and then it kind of works sometimes. 2K is a good example of a franchise that has a tournament mode with a fantasy draft, and I think a fantasy draft in the franchise mode, but it doesn't let you watch games if you don't have the team selected, and it's kind of frustrating. There's always one little thing that trips everything up. However, Madden NFL games on the PS2 era, this ESPN primetime game, and the NFL Fever franchise, though that one takes the most work, in air quotes, to get that one going. These allow us to randomly fantasy draft every single team in the league and just play it out, see how it goes. We watch some games, have a good time, and hopefully you're along for the ride. Like I said, every Tuesday right here on the channel, you can catch some NFL action. I will give you a heads up that Madden releases on a Monday, the early access version of it, and there's usually a 10-hour trial right around the time that releases, I believe, or maybe I have the date wrong. So there might be a week where there's a gap, but it's a Madden video instead. And then later on in the fall, there's Wild Card Football, which I'm interested in trying with arcade football stuff, that I think has a similar thing where it releases on a Monday. Maybe with the release timing, it won't actually affect it. But there might be where it's okay, it's a off week for the ESPN franchise, but there is still different football in place of it. I'm not just putting some random, JRPG in here or anything. It's themed. There's something there. So just as a heads up, usually it's just every single Tuesday. But just a heads up that there might be a couple of interruptions here or there. Now, I will say, while I say that I didn't do a ton of research into how the games operate or how long the games are, I did kind of take a peek at this because I had to make sure that it would work. And there is a little bit of weirdness with it where, okay, you have to switch it with X to watch or sim, and then we'll figure that out. So, it's the first week of the season. We always give it to the previous Super Bowl champ, and then we give it to the cover star athlete, which in this case is the Colts and the Jets, or is the Colts, excuse me. So we'll watch them play the Jets, and that was the first game that was done in this series 80 some odd weeks ago. So that one will be happening. That was an overtime game all the way back in NFL Fever 2002. We'll scroll down a little bit and we will pick the, where'd they go? The Buccaneers. The Buccaneers are playing the Cowboys. The Bucs won the Super Bowl last year in a very good game. We almost had one of the weird scenarios where the cover star and the Super Bowl team played each other, and then I would have had to fill 2 games. And then we'll just kind of pick a random one. I was actually looking at this initial one, and it had Giants Broncos, which I have highlighted here. And then it has Dolphins Titans. So we could take a look at some games that we've actually seen in this season as we work our way through it. But we do have the Packers playing the Lions, which is pretty exciting. If the Seahawks game was in Seattle, that one's kind of interesting because there's a little backstory between the Seahawks and Browns, but it's, obviously not relevant because it's the past, but also the future at the same time. Packers playing the Lions. I love Green Bay. So let's lead off with, how do I usually do this? Do I do the Super Bowl champion? I don't remember. What's this one? I think I do the Super Bowl. I did the Super Bowl champion. So let's do the Super Bowl champion. The Buccaneers playing the Cowboys. Now, Simulate all games before this game, including any games marked play or watch. No. Okay, so we have to do them in order. That's fine. That's fine. So we will go... You know what? We'll go... we'll watch, and watch. And then we'll throw those on watch as well. We'll go to Green Bay to open things up. Before this game, yes. Okay. So as long as we're doing okay. Oh, I got to make sure to pull my thing down. Don't worry, the intros will be cleaner and more gooder next time around. This game has a very weird saving and loading screen, I've noticed. So,
Live from Green Bay, Wisconsin. It's an NFL primetime
Green Bay,
matchup
Wisconsin.
on ESPN.
Got the
Hello,
ESPN.
Welcome to NFL primetime. I'm Chris Berman.
What's it
He's
called?
Tom
ESPN.
Jackson. All of us
Wait,
at
why is it
Primetime
29
and
degrees?
all
It's
of us at
September.
ESPN, welcome.
What?
What do these two teams bring to the table today?
The Green Bay Packers.
This game does have a really good. It has the ESPN presentation. And the video that I was referencing earlier that I've mentioned a couple of times talked about how like this kind of game kind of like crawled / walked so that the 2K franchise could run.
Packers
For
the kickoff.
So, Jason Hanson, Washington State, go Cougs! Let's go Cougs! The kick is away, but it's not quite as clean as some of the other games would end up being. Definitely feels like a first effort, and we already have something here that's kind of interesting in the aspect of he just ran it out. There is no AI going like, hey, maybe take a knee in this scenario.
Here's the pitch out.
Going with the pitch. You can see the animation you kind of work in. That feels like a similar animation to something you would see in an ESPN game or a 2K game a little bit down the road. This game, while it has I keep wanting to say while. This game does have the ESPN score bug, but it does have a good presentation aspect in the fact that it does show the lineups, at least at some point. It will, so we'll see if we can see who we can spy. The only player that I haven't seen is the quarterback. And I don't know why that is, but that's the easiest position like to figure out. Lions over to the right side on a third down, fires and finds a completion. And that is first down and 10. Into double coverage. You can see the little target there on the field. Really surprised that he went with that throw and that the Packers could not deflect that ball or cause an incompletion. So first down and 10 out at the 7.5 yard line or so. Pitch left side and drilled at the 35. So a loss of a couple there. If the crowd seems a little bit quiet, I can't turn it up. There are 4 settings options. It's commentary, player noise, menu music, and menu sounds. And that's it. They're going to go with, oh my goodness, a halfback toss. He's going to find a completion out past midfield. Oh my goodness.
That play was executed just how their coach had envisioned. Good pass.
A little trick play out of the Detroit Lions, who were a formidable team throughout the regular season, but could not get it done in the playoffs. Maybe one of the ugliest defeats we've ever seen in our playoffs, our 4 rounds of playoffs so far. Someone did sub because the Lions won a playoff game. So you're welcome / I'm sorry. Interception by the Green Bay Packers right at the 20. That man getting yelled at by a coach. So first and 10. Have not seen the lineups. They are there, I think. I said that with a lot of confidence. My face is covering the play clock, which is a little unfortunate. Aaron Brooks for the Green Bay Packers. That's interesting. Rod Smith, recognizable name there.
First down and 10 to go.
And the Packers with the, I believe he played for the New Orleans Saints. Quarterback Aaron Brooks off to a good start with a first and 10. Out past the 30 at the 33. I have no idea why it's 29 degrees. Going left side, hit as the ball got there. Nice job by Reese to deflect that pass away. I don't know that that's like a personal deflection or just a very well-timed hit. Brooks going with a little bit of a handoff, a little delayed handoff there. The ref got tackled. The ref hit on the tackle. Max Strong played for the Seattle Seahawks. Finds a really nice gain there, 1st and 10 for the Packers, following the solid run. Going to go right side. Ran into his own blocker there. That's not what you want to see. Garrison Hurst. Not a name I recognize.
At the 45-yard line. Line up with a lone back.
Halfway through quarter number 1. Brooks throws left side, finds a receiver, makes a nice catch. No photo available. WR no 82. With a great catch right at the sticks. They give him the first down. And Green Bay is in Detroit territory, going with a little pass out to the flat. I mean, already you have like really solid animations that like look pretty good. There's a look. There's finally a look at the starting lineup for the Packers. Maybe it's just a little bit deeper in the game than I realized. The demo isn't like a great way to look at it because it starts with 2 minutes left in the first. Oh, a pitch out with a pitch out to the right side for Hurst. But nothing doing there. Detroit with a really nice read defensively. Forces a loss of 4 and a 3rd down and 14 coming up. Brooks drops back, throws, and finds a receiver, but it's off his hands. Incomplete. Take a look quickly at the defensive line for the Detroit Lions. See a Packer there. Ooh, a Ray Lewis right in the middle. Tyrone Williams, another Green Bay Packer. And it'll be 4th down and 14. Dan Straczynski kicks it, and he's going to have a really nice punt here. You love to see the coffin corners work. Priest Holmes, Derek Alexander.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Not sure who the quarterback here is for the Detroit Lions. But he'll get a second opportunity here. Priest Holmes in the backfield gets dropped for a loss there. Dexter McClellan has a tackle and an interception. 2nd down and 12 following the loss of 2.
Blake looking to throw.
Went left side. Nice deflection there by Rudd. The ball just a little too far in front of the receiver. Even if it's like more on target, like pulled a little bit back, it's still going to lead his receiver right into a nasty hit. You don't want to see that. There's a hit that pops the ball loose. Green Bay quickly off the field here with a 3-and-out, winning the field position battle. Nick Harris, a rookie from California. Tackled right at the 45. Honestly, the games that you would want to that I would want to put in the random rosters rotation would be ESPN 2K5 specifically, but 2K3 and 4 would be good additions as well. So you get a little bit more variety there. Really drag this series out as long as possible. Second down and 10
at the 43-yard line.
And we're really burning through this first quarter here, which is good news. Makes up for the really long talk that I had. It got tipped in incomplete. Really nice coverage on the back end by Detroit. And really great positioning there by him as well to get in front of the receiver. And just ran that route as well, or he ran the route as effectively as the receiver did, maybe more so. Aaron Beasley with a nice tackle, his 3rd of the game. And we will see a field goal attempt from Jason Hanson. Go Cougs! Cougs, go Cougs!
score at the end of the first quarter.
All right,
Tie
we are
ball
through
game.
one already.
Packers, nothing. Lions, nothing.
Oh, they're going to go for it. Wow. They flipped the field. There must be some kind of wind coming from the other side. But they were going to go for it, and then they elected not to, and he just needed to turn upfield a little bit sooner. It looked like there was maybe a lane to try to get the yard he needed for the first down, but he instead stretched it toward the sideline, and that cost him the first down and cost his team possession of the ball. Giving it right back, or not right back to, but giving it to the Lions with no points put on the board. Johnny Morton with a catch there for 13 and a first down from the Packer, from their own 49-yard line. Drops and throws left into triple coverage, and that is a completed catch. Priest Holmes coming up with the grab there. 12-yard gain on the play, and they are in Packers territory at the 39-yard line.
That is a good catch.
I guess if I wanted more crowd noise, I could turn everything else down and just raise the volume in OBS. Dexter McClellan appears to be injured. Oh, no. You don't want to see injuries like that in week number 1. Good defensive play by the Packers to force a second down and 10. They're going to go with a run play, and number 56 shot that gap.
Boom, not necessarily a bad play to run right there. But if
A 3-yard loss sets up a third down and long. Green Bay showing 4 defensive linemen. See if they bring any extra pressure here. No, just the 4. They throw down the field. It's caught. And that'll be a nice gain on third down and 13 to get a first down right on the edge of... Oh, no. McCleon tore his hamstring in week 1. Truly unfortunate.
First and 10.
A great pass gets him down to the 18-yard line, so in the red zone. And McCleon had the interception. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. What was that tackle?
Second and 8 at the 16-yard line. Blake looking to throw.
Throws left side, incomplete. Maybe a little more over the middle. Finally getting a look here at this Packers defensive unit. We'll see if they have... They do not. So if you get injured, you don't get your nice picture shown for all the folks out there. Throws and finds another interception. It's his second pick of the day. Oh my goodness. Starks with a very nice read there.
First and 10 at the
Green Bay's defense bailing them out of that failed fourth down. They gave up some yards. They bent, but they did not break. And with 2:43, Green Bay takes over at their own 9-yard line. He caught that interception like right at the goal line, so he was going to have to try and make the best of it.
Second down and 10 to go. Goal 11. Goal 11.
Brooks hands the ball off, tries to find some room on the left side of the line. Finds a couple for third down and 7 as we approach the 2-minute warning. Going to be very interested to see clock management as we watch these games. That seems to be the major difference. The differences between NFL Fever 2002 and 2003 and then Madden 03 and 04 are like the clock management is just non-existent in the NFL Fever games. The punting doesn't make any sense in the Fever games. They run every kickoff back out of the end zone regardless of how deep it is. And it's just like these like small little things that kind of add up to a weird and lesser experience. But at least having some of that in the Madden franchise. There's a really lobby lob to the right side. having those differences leads to a very interesting watch, in my opinion. And so I'm curious to see how a third entrant here in this franchise handles those sorts of things. Drops and finds a receiver left side. The game kind of seems to automatically go into a hurry-up offense. There's not really any clock runoff. Maybe a couple of seconds. Throws right side. Finds a receiver in the flat or a back in the flat. And then, of course, you have the Madden auto timeout at 1 minute, auto timeout 4 seconds later. I don't think there's much of a reason to be... That's a catch short of the line again. Not really much of a reason to be in a hurry-up offense here. You have really good field position. Don't want to give them too much clock to work with. Drops and throws. It's almost intercepted again. Another Packers defender with a hands on a kind of a weird pass from the Detroit quarterback, who I still don't know. I don't know who it is. The kick is up, and the kick is no good. No good. So the first field goal we see is a miss. Green Bay right back with the ball, 41 seconds on the clock and from the 31-yard line. Brooks drops back, deep pass, or deep drop, excuse me, short pass to the flat, incomplete. Inside the numbers.
Need to be more successful through the air. Anything stand out to you in these stats, Tom?
The offense have been focusing on safer routes.
Brooks throws a little bit more of a lob on that one, kind of into double coverage and over the heads of everybody. Quickly 3rd and 10. And they haven't really tried to push the ball down the field. A couple of passes towards a running back out in the flat. Short or a deeper drop that time, and a nice route out by the sideline, and a good grab for a 1st and 10. Clock stops with 32 seconds to go. Throws over the middle. Beautiful one-handed catch up the middle of the field. A nice little timeout animation there. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 40. That's a good timeout usage right there. That makes sense. Bigger play over the middle. I don't know that I agree with that one as much, but I can understand it at least. Now there's one timeout left. 25 seconds to go. Let's see what happens here. Brooks throws, finds the right side. A lot of one-handed catches. They burn it immediately. So Green Bay now out of timeouts. That's going to be an interesting thing to keep an eye on as we work through these games, work through this season. Deep into the end zone, deflected. Nice defensive play there by Aaron Beasley. 4 tackles and a pass deflection. I do like how consistent the stats are. Consistently updating you on what they're doing. 3rd down and 7. Throws right side. Finds a catch inside the 20.
1-yard reception by number 20. That's his second catch of the game.
The AI actually worked toward the sideline. In NFL Fever, that would have been it. Madden would have had one timeout in its back in their back pocket. Uh-oh. They ran out of timeouts. 4, 3, 2, 1. They used too many timeouts. They used too many timeouts. Oh my goodness. The Packers cost themselves 3 points at the end of the half. All right.
These teams are happy that the first half is over, and they now will look to establish themselves here in the beginning.
Okay, so the kickoff returns are worse, or they are at least as bad as NFL Fever's.
Packers send a man in motion.
I had a feeling. It's really interesting that the game got programmed where the running back ran straight to the sideline. Without really much of a thought, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, that's just how it works, you know? It was smart. The game was smart enough to run past the first down marker and then make a beeline for the boundary in a clock very important situation to keep as many seconds on the clock as possible. A time crunch situation. But then it didn't have the smarts to either spike the ball or hold on to the third timeout. Oh, a fumble! It's a fumble! There it is, Chris Berman.
Any other stats are the most decisive indicators of who wins.
That animation is hilarious. So Green Bay, with a terrific run there, turns into a fumble. And the Detroit Lions will take over inside Green Bay Packer territory. Ashley Ambrose comes up, makes a nice tackle. Drops him for a loss of 3. And they're back in their own territory at the 49-yard line. So 2nd down and 13. Keep that field goal in your back pocket. Tipped and incomplete. 4 green jerseys around the Lions' silver helmet. Nobody comes up with the pass, which is probably good news for the Detroit Lions, considering they've already thrown 2 interceptions. Big bomb down the left sideline. It's tipped and incomplete. That ball seems to be in the air for a long time, and the Lions can't do anything with. It seems like every time the ball gets deflected, it goes up. It's not like it got batted down. It got hit somehow like a volleyball pass, and then just kind of hangs up in the air.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line. They'll run the play out of the pro set. Draw play.
Aaron Brooks with a draw play to Strong. Finds a little bit of room off the right side, 3 yards to be exact. And we're looking at 2nd down and 7. Offset I formation for the Packers. You see this interesting thing happening where they're running a guy out and he's jogging in place until the snap goes. That's very interesting.
They're down and 6 for the 1st. Packers send a man in motion.
3rd down and 6. Throw over to the left side. Finds a receiver and surges forward for a couple of yards. Nice job there to get some yak. He had the 1st down anyway, but fought forward for a few more, close to that 40-yard line. It'll be 1st down and 10 for Green Bay. Here in the frigid days of September. Throw right side. Leaping grab at the 40-yard line is caught. Tackled immediately, and the Packers moving again. Campbell with a nice reception on that one. Pressure in his face. Nice job by Brooks to stand in. Looked like he was going to take a hit, but then the game kind of diverted the defender into the running back, which didn't look natural. But that's all right. This game's 22 years old. Probably better than the current Madden. Going with a running play. Tries to find a few yards. Garrison Hurst, 20 yards, 10 carries. He has a long of 10. Otherwise, he has 9 carries for 8 yards. Or 10 yards. Good math, Sean. Excellent math. Pitch right side. That did not get blocked super well on the edge, but the defender also didn't react well enough on the edge. He did kind of force him back inside to a more sure-handed tackle. 3rd down and 3. Throws left side. Finds the hand of a Detroit Lions defender. Now, they're going to go for the field goal. Sorry, got to get used to the... I got to get used to the camera angles because I thought they were going to go for it again. The kick is away. The kick is up, and the kick is good. The Green Bay Packers scored the first points of Random Rosters Season 5, a privilege that they had the opportunity for due to a missed field goal by Detroit, but also being the earliest game on the slate. Oh, a nice run back here. Oh, he could go all... Nope, just kidding. Jason Hansen, absolutely form tackle right there. Shoulder into that man. That was a terrific return toward the sidelines. If we get more explosive returns, even if they're not touchdowns, it'll make their... What in the world? It'll make the it'll make the return game interesting enough to watch to where you're not like pulling your, where I'm not pulling my hair out every time they return it 9 yards deep in their own end zone. Went with a play action pass, but there wasn't anybody to hand the ball off to on that last one. And then a draw that actually gets off to a really good start until he ran into his own player and then apparently just magnetized to him until he's finally taken down by a Packer after a 7-yard gain. Under a minute to go here, third quarter. Throw out to the right side is caught. And Johnny Morton coming down with the ball there. 1st and 10 for the Detroit Lions. The Lions have had probably more success throwing into like triple coverage than they have throwing to like one-on-one or open receivers, which is wild. Aaron Smith, 2 tackles on the day. Loss of 1 on that play brings up 2nd down and 11. He's going to drop all the way back, throw into the flat, but just could not come up with the catch. And that is an incomplete pass. 3rd down and 11.
Blake looks downfield.
Oh, is it Jeff Blake? Okay. First time I've heard his name called. And they haven't really been showing a lot of the quarterback for the Lions. 4th down and 9, and that decision will come after the change of, or the end of the quarter. We're already through 3. Even when the teams like Detroit earlier had like a pretty good, oh, they're going for a punt here. Interesting. Going coffin corner here. It's going to be actually right at the 10-yard line. Nice return. First man that's there gets him. It'll be 1st down and 10 from the 18-yard line. Going back, though, quickly to the end of the first half, even when Detroit had a very quick 3-and-out with like some incomplete passes, it just seems like this game has a better pace than like something like Madden.
Good call. Great execution.
It's doing a good job. I like that it's running time off the clock, visibly running time off the clock. I think it stops it in Madden, so it like every time we see one of those celebrations and it's like 4 seconds, every time we see that it adds 4 seconds. It's not the biggest time loss in the world, or time gain, I should say, but you know, if you see a bunch of those after every good play, 3 games a week, it really adds up. Another nice catch by Rod Smith. 4 catches for 46 yards. And this Packers team has been able to move the football. The Detroit Lions, they've had some success, but just unfortunately for them, terribly timed interceptions and a missed field goal. They find themselves down 3-0. Nice run there.
At the 38-yard line.
He'll get a pretty solid gain there. Gain of 7, a very solid gain. So 2nd down and 3.
The D shows a 4-3. Running play. Runs right.
Oh, there's a nice run there. Hurst, I don't know why he ran to his left and then went up. Just keep going. Garrison Hurst, 45 yards on 13 carries. Last 3 runs for him have been very successful. 1st down and 10 in field goal range. Going to be curious to see what those ranges are as we throw toward the corner, and it's a touchdown for the Green Bay Packers. Here we go, replay. And he was wide open. Broken coverage and a one-handed grab. This game feels pretty arcadey. Oh, that sounds like... Oh, that I might have to figure out if I can turn that music down. That sounds like a copyright nightmare. So with 3:23 to go here in the 4th quarter, the Packers up by 10. The Lions return it from their own end zone again. That time not nearly as good a return. Looks like there's a little bit of like scuff on the helmets. They look a little dirty. That looks nice. Blake drops back and throws into double coverage again and comes away with a completion. Nice. Really nice throw there. Nice throw down the field. And
First
looked like
and
there were a
10.
couple of defenders in good position, but a better throw. Pitch right side. They're going with that trick play again, and it's batted incomplete.
That's his first
Starks
pass defended today.
has an interception to his name. Maybe looking for a second one. Some of these deflections have looked very like NCAA football. Of just like, that guy's not even looking anywhere near the ball. They're going right back to it. It's a catch that time at the 40-yard line.
Good call. Great
The Detroit Lions are kind of wild. You'd think we were playing like NFL Blitz or something with these between the trick plays and the one tackle where he just like pile drove him into the ground.
A first down with under 3 minutes to go. 4 down linemen on D.
Approaching the halfway point of the fourth quarter. This is where the clock management thing is going to become interesting. Tipped and incomplete. Ashley Ambrose, 5 tackles, 2 pass deflections on the day for him. Clock stops after the incompletion. And it's both sides. You know, you want to see it. How did the Packers handle it offensively? How did the Lions? We almost just like ran out of bounds. That was very weird. Whipped it down. They just run a Hail Mary. Devin Bush.
Maybe the quarterback should try looking off the
Is it pass defended or pass deflected? DEF. I have always read it as deflected, but it could just be pass defended. And I just don't know. I feel like it would be weird to highlight how many passes they've defended. Makes more sense to highlight how many they've deflected. Caught, but well short of the line to gain.
They come up short.
It looks like that was a fourth down conversion attempt, by the way. And it is now 1st and 10. So what does Green Bay do here? 2:22 to go. Ideally, you would see them wind this play clock down that you can't see. They're going to go with a draw right off the bat. Nice play there. Picks up some positive yards. Again, love that when they cut away to this, you can count the 5 seconds and see it winding down off the clock. They smartly take it down to the 2-minute warning.
Let's go inside the numbers. Anything stand
Inside
out
the
to you in these
number,
stats, Tom?
rushes. That left side has been very popular for the Packers. Left and center, not a whole lot. Nothing to the right. I'm curious to see, I don't know if that counts as center or left, but either way, keeping it on the ground here. One of the weirdest things about this game is the fact that, so we're just sitting here. We don't even have a play clock here. I took my camera off because I was going to show you where the play clock was, but they don't even show that here in the huddle. But the clock management is good.
3rd and 2.
Third down and 2.
Line.
Still not getting a play clock. Okay, they get it once they get to the line. Run it down to about 15 seconds or so. They're still working with it. They left a few seconds there, but that's okay. We'll get a first down on the carry. Green Bay's defense bent but did not break. And Detroit was able to do some stuff with the ball, moving it up and down the field, but they just couldn't cash it in. Obviously, the missed field goal, huge. And poor clock management here maybe by Detroit to not even give themselves a chance to try and do something. I feel like it's more manageable or more understandable if you're down 21-0 and we see the defense use timeouts in Madden 04. That's really annoying. But if Detroit were to use them here on defense, down 2 scores and it's a touchdown and a field goal rather than 2 touchdowns, I can live with that. It's when they're down 21-0 and you're like, you haven't done anything all day. Stop it.
Timeout, Lions. They have 1 remaining.
They're going to burn all their timeouts here, and Green Bay is going to punt the ball away. I'm very curious to see if they'll... Oh, okay. I like everything. I like most of what I'm seeing here. We're seeing a lot of one-handed grabs, which seems very weird. Some weird clock management there toward the end of the first half. They burned through the timeouts, but then they didn't get to the line. Tackled immediately. But I like the Green Bay here on this last drive, kept it on the ground regardless. The game MVP, Reese, 5 tackles, a forced fumbled, and 2 passes defended, whatever. See, why would you highlight? That would not, it's got to be deflected. So they got to go 95 yards and they lose 4. He just ran straight to the boundary. We're going to give him a loss of 5 on that one. They're at their own 1. Are we going to see a safety here in week 1? Which I don't think we've seen a safety in this series at all. Wow, okay, that was a catch. What is happening? Maybe a little too effective throwing into triple or quadruple coverage.
First and 10. The Lions send a man in motion. Blake.
Last play of the game is a throw out to the left side. They'll pad their stats with a few extra yards, but they were not able to get any points on the board. So our first game of the day is a shutout. The Packers 10, the Detroit Lions nothing. And there you go. Game 1, week 1 in the books. And I think that took about 40 minutes. 35 minutes maybe. All right, we'll go ahead and quit. And I will try to make sure to save after all of these games. Just to make absolutely sure. And what's interesting is the saving and loading, you have to hit select. And then you go up here and it's like, okay, save franchise to slot 1. And then I'll just go ahead and throw a new file there. Save completed. Okay. So there you go. I should probably... Interesting. It does. Okay. That's fine. All right. Game 1 complete. Game 2 is happening right now. It's Colts. It's Jets. It is the cover athlete versus the Super Bowl runner-up. The very first game we ever saw in this series was Jets Colts. I'll try and keep a better eye on the time code. Oh boy. What's interesting is they load like right into it. Ooh, I don't know if I got that one. I don't know if I got that one.
I'm Chris Berman. He's Tom Jackson. From all of us at Prime Time and all of us at ESPN, welcome.
Okay.
Tom, how do you assess today's game?
The New York Jets come into this
So
season
we're right about, I don't know, what, 48, 45 there? The Jets jerseys look a little weird. Their green looks a little bright, and their helmet looks a little off. The pants look good.
Precipitation for today, but I'm glad it held off.
So let's see who's playing on these teams. We get kind of a weird co-op, or weird camera angle.
This could end up being
We are underway here, and from the 5, he will take it up to the 25 and get tackled a few yards past that. Is it TJ Hushmanzada, perhaps?
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Quarterback number 5 could be Jeff Garcia, perhaps. It is still very cold here in New York.
Smith with the ball.
Wow, nice tackle after a solid gain. We'll set up first down to first down. Terrell Smith, 10 yards on the first carry of the day. That's not good for the Jets.
Goal 33. Goal 33.
Matthews.
Throw right side, finds a receiver. Drugged down immediately after getting that. Donnie Abram with one tackle.
Establish one phase of their offense, and whether it's run or pass, the other will be able to feed off its success.
I'm wondering if this is a bit of an older quarterback or a more seasoned quarterback. We're hearing a lot more audibles out of him. I don't know that either quarterback in the previous game
push.
had enough experience to earn that right. We might actually have an Edgerrin James sighting on his own team.
4-yard line. 4-3 defense for the Jets. Matthews. Quick
Drops left, finds a receiver, spun down.
driven by Alexander.
You know, Chris,
McCaffrey, Ed McCaffrey, 11th year pro, 6'5", so just an inch taller than myself. First down and 10 on a solid opening drive here for the Indianapolis Colts.
Goal 90.
Matthews looking to throw.
Throws left side out, just outside the outstretched arms of the receiver there, Damian Woody. A recognizable name. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Did you see that lineup? That is absurd. Shannon Sharp, Ed McCaffrey, Jerry Rice, and Edgerrin James.
Matthews drops back.
Matthews, not sure who that quarterback is. They must have just drafted all of their offensive players except the quarterback in the first 2 or 3 rounds of this thing and then brought in that guy. Did skip the preseason, so there could have been some season-altering injuries that I just have no idea about. But
Send a man in motion. Quarterback drops back. Caught.
finds a receiver, holds on to the ball after or through the hit.
By Sharp.
And that is a really nice grab, Shannon Sharp.
Who was taken?
Channel.
He was wide open.
Matthews. Quick drop.
Oh my goodness.
Did he drop that pass?
Oh my goodness. They were setting up a little bit of a wide receiver screen. Not something we see a lot in these games. They tried it and it did not work.
Pass play.
Throws right side. Finds a receiver right along the sideline. He'll get kind of pushed out / spin out on his own. Bit of a weird tackle or shove there. And it'll be first down and 10. Dropping back, throws, tries to find a receiver in the backfield. And it's the second time that they've gone with that short drop, quick pass. Either a screen or just the receiver or the running back in the flat there. The hands aren't ready. So they'll go with a pitch left side. Running seems a little bit janky. Like it very much feels like there are like 8 directions you're going north or northwest or west. But I do think that as much as people love the later ESPN NFL 2K games, I don't know that they always handled the best. That is a really nice turn into the end zone. Good job by the Indianapolis Colts to come out with a just absolute clinic of an offensive drive. Whoop.
The extra point attempt by Anderson.
Gary Anderson from Syracuse. He looks so old in that photo. That man looks like a game show host. He almost pulled it right, but the field goal is up and good. We welcome him to. He probably is hosting a love show game show. MTV's Next is what he's hosting.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line. Far formation in the backfield.
First down and 10. 2:12 to go here in quarter number 1. Drops and finds a receiver. He makes a nice move. Turned upfield immediately. And it sounds like Chris Chandler is the quarterback for the New York Jets. The New York Jets reeled off an incredible win streak to not only win the AFC East, but capture the number 1 seed in the AFC. Played well in the playoffs, but could not beat rookie quarterback Byron Leftwich in the Super Bowl. They ended up coming up just short. It was a very good game. Thankfully, we ended on a positive note and not like some garbage or something. But let's see what they have in store this season. Their defense looks a little bit leaky. You're going to be interested to see what kind of adjustments they can make to try and slow this Colts offense down. This Colts offense may be held back specifically by the quarterback. I mean, they have 2 incredible receivers, a magnificent tight end, and the cover star at running back. he made the throws when it counted. You know, he got the touchdown pass, but missed a couple, and going to be interested to see. The Indianapolis Colts could be a very interesting team to watch throughout this season. Going with a pitch to the right side. Well read by the Colts there to drop him for a loss.
Defensive ends in the league.
Third down and 11 for the first.
A loss of 1. 3rd and 11 here. Under a minute to go in the first quarter. These games are really moving.
Pass play.
Throws into triple coverage. And that is what you would usually expect to see. A deflected pass. Not completions, Detroit Lions. And their quarterback, Jeff Blake. Texas A&M, Shane Leckler. Hunting the ball away. And he will return it from the 10. Runs away from the defender, but just into another defender. And he'll get tackled for after a small gain of 7. Might have run more left, like angled, northeast than he did going north. Matthews with a nice, okay, looks like they're going to work in the receiver screen here a little bit. Ed McCaffrey already 4 catches on the day.
Success early on only helps to fill the quarterback with confidence. Even a 2-yard dump off for a 5-yard gain can help get things going.
A nice completion there for a gain of 5. Throws right side, right on the sideline, and they are going to give him the catch.
First and 10 at the
First down and 10.
They'll run the play out of the pro set.
Pitch left side. James runs toward the sideline, cuts up field, makes a nice little adjustment there to pick up a few extra yards as the first quarter comes to a close. All Colts here 7-0 through 1.
Jets, nothing. Second and 3 at the 39-yard line. Defense lines up looking to put some serious heat on the QB. Here's the pitch out.
Going with a pitch to the right side. Pretty well blocked, but a defender got off his block, able to make the tackle. Going to be curious to see where that ball gets spotted. It'll be 3rd down and SH for short.
At the 42-yard line. Keep it on the ground.
And that is a terrific play by the Jets right up the middle. Did a good job to fight through the blocks there and drop them for a loss. It'll be 4th down and 2. And just when I thought that the Colts were going to really take control of this game, they were again looking good. Chris Hansen from Dateline. Hunting the ball away to be returned at about the Jets' own 20-yard line. They'll pick up, I don't know, about 12 there. Defensive line here for, Mike Vrabel. Samari Roll.
First and 10. The D shows
some notable names there. Indianapolis got up to a really good start there, and the Jets just did a really nice job on a couple of short down and distances.
By Anderson.
To force the punt. Not a great throw there. It's going to lose them 2. Clock is moving. Already a minute gone here in quarter number 2. Nice handoff there. Or I should say nice run. A lot of refs on the ground today. A lot of refs. Some pent-up aggression perhaps during the offseason. Some bad calls that maybe got made. It's 3rd down and 4. Chandler finds a nice completion there. And it does look like these quarterbacks really are leading the receivers and really setting these guys up to make sweet one-handed catches. Feels a little unrealistic with a fullback, but who's complaining? Not me, certainly. Go with a pitch. Get up to about the 50-yard line. Maybe the 49. I'll give him 2 on the play.
At the 49-yard line.
Oh, I actually had the other 40. I thought it was the other 40-yard line. I gave him extra yardage. Nice leaping grab there, but a Terrific defensive play on at the same time. I should say.
A quarterback can have the luxury.
Didn't give him any yak.
And putting a little touch on the ball.
Throws left side. Nice quick completion. I like that. He found a hole in the defense, a soft spot in the defense. Hit the top of his drop, saw exactly what he wanted to see. Got rid of the ball. Nice catch. First down and 10. There's a nice throw, but he's hit immediately, and that jars the ball loose. Samari roll on the tackle. Patriots fans might be a little upset with that side. Throws right side. Intercepted. Is that Samari roll? Back-to-back plays. Samari roll coming up with some big moves, turning the Jets away from points or potential points and giving their offense the ball back from the 17-yard line.
Matthews looking to throw. As we go
throw appeared to be just a touch too high.
The offense seemed to be attacking the
Oh, it's short, middle, deep, left, right. Okay, I was not reading that correctly at all. I probably goofed that up. No, the running, I think, was center, whatever. That throw was just a little bit too high, and he doesn't come away with it. Goes downfield, and now I got tipped. And that's where it looks so weird. It's like there's a defender. It looks like he's just waiting for the ball to hit the hands, but never comes away with it. Throw left side, nothing doing that time, and I believe it's going to bring up a fourth down. It does, just before the 2-minute warning. Wow, hit immediately. Bold strategy to hold on to the ball as you're getting pummeled and not bother to use the fair catch.
By the kicking team.
Jets defense doing a nice job with some tweaks to slow this Colts offense down. Jets offense needs to repay the defense by scoring some points. There's a nice little quick throw. Thought it was pretty well blocked out there, but Vrabel got off the block. Made a nice play to stop the gain at only 1. Chandler drops and throws left side, finds a completed pass up near the 40-yard line. That is a nice grab. The clock is moving here, so the Jets probably would be wise to go faster than molasses here.
1st and 10. Pass play.
Oh, that's a really nice job to let that rush get to the quarterback before throwing it at the absolute last second. Anderson picks up some yards there. 3 catches, 12 yards for him on the day. Gets 6 on that one. Throws left side. Another one-handed grab up at the 25-yard line. 1 minute to go here in quarter number 2.
Now that is a testament.
He must have a negative play in there. Those numbers don't add up.
He corrals him at the 13-yard line.
Corin Robinson.
It's beautiful when the offense fires on all cylinders just like that, please.
Split back formation. Chandler throws over the middle. It's incomplete. I thought it was going to be a completed pass, but just could not hold on to it.
Bring in the nickel package. Quarterback looks to pass.
Throws left side. Oh, a terrific break on the route right there. Or break on the ball, I should say. And that just got... That should have been... It feels like it should have been eaten up. Should have been a pick. But it's not. It gives the Jets a little bit more life. And we'll see if it's a 3 or 7 point mistake. It is almost intercepted again. And it looks like it will be a 3-point mistake. The kick is up, and the kick is good. This field goal and the kick, the ball itself, reminds me a lot of the NFL quarterback club games, where it just seems like the goalposts are so wide and thick, and the ball just seems so tiny. That's what I remember about that game. Robert Tate with his first tackle of the game.
First
20
down,
seconds to
10
go here. Indianapolis got off to an incredible start, but has sputtered since. They do have the ball with the lead. Going with a little bit of a screen play. Nice timeout by the Jets there. Great tackle. Or good timeout, better tackle.
Matthews looking to throw. Caught. He
Oh
misses
my.
the marker.
Why didn't he go further up the
17-yard
field?
reception by James.
Edgerrin James
I mean, I'm
is
sure there
big
was
guy
a
who
defender
runs
looked like he was
between
coming into the
tackles
frame,
as
but
hard as anyone. But he also
keep
has
working it up the
deceptive
field.
speed.
You're still
He
way
oversees.
far away. Probably need another 60 yards. Oh, he's going for it all. Deep down the right side. Incomplete over everybody's head. One more play here for the Indianapolis Colts. Matthews throws deep left side. Finds a receiver. At least I thought he did, but got broken up. Incomplete. Okay. One more play because I didn't take all 5 seconds off the clock. Matthews drops, throws right side, and of course that's when he finds the completion into Jets territory. But no time left on the clock.
Eddie McCaffrey
We've
has become the best
had a
possession
pretty
receiver
good
in
first half here. Gotta get used to this game's pacing. It does seem quite a bit quicker than previous games that we've had. Both teams with a couple of failed conversions. 50% for the Jets, 66%. Game show host Gary Anderson.
The kickoff by Anderson.
Now that we're in the second half, it'll be interesting to see who takes control of the game.
Whew, that's a good stretch. Let's go.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line. The Jets send a man in
I can
motion.
feel that it is a Friday tomorrow.
The quarterback looks to pass.
Throwing down the field and finds a completed pass. That is a
17-yard
surprising.
pass to Brady.
He was surrounded by the defense.
It's a very weird animation celebration. I don't understand.
Chandler dropped back.
Throws left side. Jumping attempt at a grab there, but incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Black 28. Black 28.
Conrad with the ball. A 1-yard run.
Tries to
by
find a little bit of
Conrad.
room off that left side, but nothing doing. I think they'll give him a yard. So 3rd down and 9.
For the first. Pass play. Incomplete
Over the
pass.
middle. Oh my goodness.
Leckler.
It's an incomplete. It's an incomplete pass, and the ref got absolutely destroyed. So the Jets can't work with the double dip. They'll punt the ball away. Up past the 20 to the 25.
The 26-yard line.
No, actually, they'll give them. Thank you, Chris Berman. They'll give him.
He caught this one just
Give them the ball at the 26-yard line. Actually, the 27. Correct you, Chris Berman, after correcting me. Chris Berman and Tom Jackson on the call, except for it's me.
Stop by Edwards.
Chris,
Donnie Edwards comes
that
up
was
with a
well
tackle.
executed
5-yard
by the
gain
offense.
for the Colts. Good opportunity for Indianapolis to take control of this game.
It's a run.
Going to try a run and then another one of those over-the-shoulder throws. He'll gain 2 yards for his efforts and likely injuries.
Draw play.
3rd down and 3, trying to find some room up past the 40 to the 41-yard line.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line. Matthews. looks
Colts
down
looking good so far on this drive. Of course, as soon as I say that, it's
2nd and 10.
an errant throw and an incomplete pass, bringing up 2nd down and 10.
Matthews
Goes with kind of a weird play action pass. We saw that a couple of times from the Lions in the last game. Fires a dart over the middle and it's completed into Jets territory. First down and 10 from the 39-yard line. This is the Indianapolis offense we saw in the first half, their first possession. Nice job by the Jets there to read that run well and stop them behind the, or at the line of scrimmage, excuse me. No gain. Throws left side, intercepted. That is such a key clutch play from the Jets defense to get that pick. Spoil any hopes of the Indianapolis Colts adding on to their 4-point lead. Halfway through quarter number 3. Nice throw on 1st and 10 to get up to the 40-yard line.
Nice job of play calling. They set up that play nicely and have the defense off balance.
And it's
now.
2nd down and 5 right at the 40. Drops. Oh, that was a nice defensive play there to force 3rd and 5. Throws left side. Finds a receiver. They going to give him the first down, or is it going to be 4th and short? No, it will be 1st and 10. This game does not have any sort of indication of like, oh, 4th down or whatever. We'll go with a run play. Wiggles through the line of scrimmage. Finds some open grass before he's tackled by Maryland. I'll give him a gain of 7. I actually thought he was going to get more yards than just 7, but 7 on that play, still very good. Throws and finds a receiver on the right side.
1st and 10.
A little bit of a draw. Ran all the way out toward the sideline. We saw the same thing with, what's his name?
2nd down and 8 to go.
Edner and James, that's who it was. Just straight out to the sideline. Okay, turn. Chandler throws, finds a nice play right there. That'll be a 1st and 10 for the Jets. Jets. Showing signs of life here. Oh my goodness. Okay, showed signs of life and then threw it 8 yards behind the line of scrimmage. It's actually a very nice play. He ran a lot to get about half of what he needed. But it turned out not to be a terrible play. Very easily could have been a disaster, and that also very easily could have been a disaster. Indianapolis defender did a very good job breaking on the ball there, trying to go for that pick, but could not come up with it. 3rd down and 4. 17 seconds to go here in quarter number 3. The Jets throw right side, finds a receiver, tries to turn upfield, but the defender is there to stop him inside the 15. It'll be 1st and 10 after Kyle Brady's reception. 1. They will actually get the play off right before the quarter end over the middle of the field, and they're going to call a hold. 1st and 20 on the Indianapolis 23. We don't even get to see what the declined penalty would be.
At the end of the 3rd quarter, the Colts 7, Jets 3. First and 20 at the 23-yard line.
1st down and 20. Oh boy, a bit of a mess there in the backfield, perhaps some kind of miscommunication. But it is a one of those weird play action plays that just don't work.
Forced back at the line. A 1-yard pass by
The Jets shot themselves in the foot with that holding penalty, and it is costing them dearly here. 3rd down and 19, and it's just way too short. Just not good throws from Chandler in the backfield. I'd like to see maybe a little more. I'd like to see a little more aggression up the field. You don't have to get it all in one play. It was a first down and 20. 6-7 yards here, maybe 10 on the next one, and then a short conversion. Bing, bang, boom.
Second field goal of the game.
New York Jets are 2 for 2 on field goals, and they cut the lead down to 1. Indianapolis's average field. Interesting. The average field position is the 20-yard line. They returned about 4 yards deep. And that is going to hurt that average just a little bit. Deep start at their own 16-yard line. We saw this actually in the most recent NFL Fever season, which was season 3 of this show. We saw some bad field positions burn some teams late in the season as Edgerrin James stretches it about as far as he can to the right before turning upfield. Solid gain on the play of 8.
Second and 2 at the 24-yard line.
Jets defense has to come up with one more stop. Field goal for the Jets would give them the lead. They can't give up any points here, and that's a really nice stop. Just picked him up and threw him backwards.
Chris, an important down, and they're just not able to get it going.
Third down and 3 coming up. Indianapolis. I thought they were getting back into form before they threw that interception, but hit as he threw. I thought the defender was going to be too far out of position to make a play on that ball, or the receiver to stop him short. No siree. Forces the incompletion, and the Jets will get the ball back with 3.5 to go in quarter number 4. Spiraling punt returned into Indianapolis territory, but just barely. All kinds of time to work with. And that's kind of where you see that that field position pay some dividends there. Throws over the middle, leaping grab, and is caught inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Deep pass for the Jets quarterback Chris Chandler. Throws over the middle and finds a nice reception inside the 20. And they'll go from 1st and 10. Complete a pass to a 1st and 10, and then a 1st and 10 again. Maybe don't want to take too little time off the clock. Give that defense an opportunity to catch its breath.
Second down.
Milk some time here. Offset I formation. I think once you get inside the 15-yard line, we get some of these weirder angles. Really hard to tell what's going on there because it is pretty zoomed in. 3rd down and 8. Jets got to slow down a little bit. They're amped up. Throws, finds a receiver over the middle, but well short of the line to gain. And we will see a field goal attempt coming up here to give the Jets the lead. It was 7-0 Indianapolis after the Colts' first drive. And I thought, uh-oh, this is a big problem. Instead, the Jets have done a tremendous job making some adjustments defensively, getting a pick, and capitalizing with some field goals. 9-7 here, not a great kickoff to the 5-yard line. He'll return it past the 20 to about the 22. And that'll probably beef up that average starting field position right back to the 20. Because it was at the 20, and then it was at the 18, and now it could be at the 20 again.
The pitch out. Bulls over the tackle. He runs out of bounds.
Tries to stay on his feet and get as much as he can. Falls out of bounds after a gain of 7. Stops the clock with 2:10 to go. Drops and throws. Finds a receiver. Looked like it was going to be a receiver screen, but Smith overran his defenders. There were 2, looked like blockers that had pulled and were ready to set things up on the outside. Couldn't get to it. That'll be 3rd down and 3. A nice job by the Jets defense to read that, but not a great job by the Jets defense to pick that off and end the drive. All right, I like this call by the Colts. You could probably mess around with trying to punt the ball and stop them, but Jets have been hot. Jerry Rice with the 2nd catch of the day.
Gives your team a lot of momentum.
And it certainly takes some steam out of the defense. Throwing left.
140, and it's, oh man, that's a really bad throw.
Pass defended of the game.
It's into like double coverage. There's a third guy kind of in the area, but both defenders on the spot of where that ball was going to be. Pitches left side, tries to find some room, but can't. Mike Wells, a couple of QB knocks and some tackles. Third down and 13. Don't have to get it all. I like that play. I like it. You're going to have to go for it on fourth down. Don't make it 4th and 13. Take an outlet pass, take a throw to a running back, and just make it manageable. 4th and 6 is a lot more manageable than 4th and 13. Their 4th down throw. It is tipped and incomplete. He had him. I mean, he had exactly what he was looking for. The receiver was there, but just could not come up with the completion. I really got excited about what the Colts could be doing, and that their quarterback play has let them down.
Right off your feet.
Jets burning time here. The Colts, for some reason, not doing anything. I was hoping to see the timeouts there. Oh, you know what if I do? If I press start and take start away, we can look at the play clock time.
They'll just take a knee here.
So a nice job by the Jets here. Great comeback victory. Offense didn't score any points. It was special teams doing the work. The defense did a really good job just kind of sticking in there. Hey, you gave up one like masterful looking drive, right? Make some adjustments, make some tackles, get a pick, turnover, something. And they were able to do that. A 9-7 score here. 4th down and 16 for Shane Leckler. They should just there. Oh man, it's beautiful. The clock management in this game pretty good. I'd give it like a 7. He kind of muffed that. Game MVP as a kicker.
Being awarded the MVP
All right.
is just icing on the cake for this true professional.
I mean, the Colts are not out of this game. They can win with a field goal, but they got to get way up the field. You'd like to see the Jets or the Colts, whoever's down, you'd like to see them use timeouts sooner.
Defensive pass interference on number 30, defense.
Ooh. They declined the penalty.
1st and 10 at the
They'll get the
22-yard
free clock
line.
stoppage,
He shows a 4-3.
but it's just too little too late. It's going to be touchdown or bust for the Indianapolis Colts, and they will throw it to Edner and James well short of the line to gain, and that will do it. So 9-7 the final here, as we are all set to move on to game number 3, and we are looking really good. That was about 40 minutes, a little less than 40 minutes. So I think with this season we will actually go ahead and go with 4 games a week, 4 games a week every week, and we will. Let's see. We'll go see, I believe we're going to go see the Super Bowl champion Buccaneers taking on the very fraudulent Cowboys. I gotta be a little more on top of it. Once it gets through this screen, the loading aspect of it, like it just jumps right in. There's no controller selecting. It's great.
Welcome to today's game between the Dallas Cowboys.
Welcome to Irving, Texas.
Chris Berman here with
Chris
Tom
Berman and
Jackson.
Tom Jackson
Welcome to today's game
bringing
on
you this
ESPN.
game.
Tom, what do these two teams bring to the table today?
The Dallas Cowboys want to show the NFL they're still America's team. Meanwhile, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have set their sights on making it to and succeeding in the playoffs this year.
Thanks, Tom. The Buccaneers are set to
All
kick
right,
off.
game number 3 of 4. David Akers ready to kick this one away. And here we go.
These teams are all pumped up, and this should be an excellent game.
Oh, nice kickoff return there to the 32 yard line. This game already the best because it has Dallas actually in a home uniform. I hate that Dallas wears white at home. It looks terrible. Throws, and it's incomplete. So potential Brad Johnson sighting here.
He made a name in the NFL as an impact cornerback.
Draw play. Right up the gut.
A draw play gets caught and tackled after a gain of 5. So Anderson picks up half of what they need and sets up a third down and very workable. Johnson throws over the middle a little high, but a nice athletic grab there by number 87, Mark Bruner. That'll set up Dallas with a 1st and 10 out near midfield.
For the Cowboys.
Goes with a pitch, tries to find the edge, turns upfield, finds all kinds of room, and he'll be just short of the line to gain. There's a Cowboy just kind of hanging out on the Buccaneers sideline. Hey, how's it going? Everybody doing well?
4 down linemen on D.
Goal 28. Goal 28.
Gonna snap the ball on a 2nd and 2. Go with another handoff, but the defense made a nice call there to send a linebacker blitz to the perfect gap. Well timed. It'll be 3rd down and 2.
3rd down and 2 for the first. 4 down linemen on D. Johnson
Throws to the right side and just gets enough. Well blocked enough on the outside. So Joe Jaravicius, last name that's fun to say. Just well blocked enough for him to be able to get ahead of steam and pick up the 1st down. Tackled after another solid gain. Darren Woodson, a couple of tackles on this opening drive.
2nd down and 2 to go.
And we're seeing the Cowboys do a little bit of what the Colts did. Just a very nice opening drive here. Into their opponent's territory. Goes for that weird play action, but there just wasn't anything there. Rob Johnson, not Brad Johnson, but Rob Johnson injured his leg there. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 6 on the failed play action play. Just about everything that could go wrong went wrong for the Cowboys there. The play was really bad and their quarterback got injured, but it doesn't matter because the backup came in and threw a beautiful pass to Anderson, who got up the field. I think you could kind of see that little meter that they have that like builds up and then bam. That sort of thing that you could do in an ESPN NFL 2K5. Blew up that attempted tackler. It'll be 1st down and goal. Inside the 10.
Looks like play action.
Oh, another weird fake play action pass. Darren.
2nd and goal at the 9-yard line. 4 down linemen on D.
Nice job there. Nice jib there. Nice job there defensively. Get that ball knocked away.
Handoff to Pittman. Report from the sideline is
Rob Johnson getting a hip contusion.
Return.
Sounds like he might be doubtful to return. Dallas got off to a hot start with their backup quarterback in there, but haven't really done anything since. Rips it left and can't find the end zone. It's going to be a goal line stand for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and it will be a field goal attempt for the Cowboys. Just kidding, they're going for it on 4th and goal. In week number 1, we have a mad lad play, and that was almost intercepted. That was a terrible throw as we take a look at the defensive line. Oh, nope, I'm sorry, the offensive side of things. Terry Glenn
1st and 10 at the 3-yard line.
played for the Patriots
Receiver in the slot for Tampa Bay.
when Drew Bledsoe was quarterback. So Tampa Bay gets the worst field position for their first drive of the season and almost throws an interception. Absolutely terrible play there. Javon Curse. It's a big name. It's like a couple of Packers there. And
Second and 10.
John Lynch on the back end.
They'll keep it on the ground.
Going with a nice run play there.
Hiles
Game
driven
seems a
by
little bit
Morris.
glitchy. This is one of the weird kind of like, it's a compact disc game. I did not save after the last game that happened. Whoopsie daisy. My bad. I missed Madden's autosave already. Third down and 3. Throws and finds a receiver, but couldn't get the... That's the difference between blocking that's good enough and blocking that's just bad.
Line up to punt it away.
I will punt the ball away here. I still need to get used to the angles. I was like, there's no possible way that they're going for it, but they weren't. From way deep in his own end zone, he gets the ball off the foot, crosses the logo, and gets down near the 40-yard line. Offensive line here for the Dallas Cowboys. The backs of receivers.
First and
Not
10.
a whole lot of super recognizable names on either side of on either offense.
The quarterback looks to pass.
Deep throw down the right side, batted away and incomplete.
That's the
Antoine
second
Winfield.
pass defended of the game.
Anton
Oh, it is
Winfield
pass
has the
defended.
speed
Interesting.
Defensive coordinators love to have in their corners.
Pass play. Caught by Hardy.
You know, Chris, I'd like to see the defense come after
Terry
them a
Hardy with
little
his
more
first reception
aggressively.
of the season. It might be the last play of this first quarter. Dallas with, oh, just kidding. They're going to get one more playoff. It's Pittman up the middle. Another ref down, and he'll pick up more than enough for the first down.
Score at the end of the first quarter.
Goose egg game
Cowboys
so far, but that's
Cowboys,
thanks in large
nothing.
part to the
Buccaneers,
Cowboys
nothing.
going for it on fourth down. They wanted it all, and they missed it
First and 10.
very easily. Feels like it could have been an interception, or feels like it very easily could have been an interception for Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay does nothing off that failed fourth down.
Nothing.
Now the Cowboys have the ball back. You can see them looking at things on the sideline.
By Morris.
You have Peyton Manning, perhaps? Is that an 18 I might have spied?
Back. Quick drop.
Where did that ball get spotted? It was close. Joe Jaravicious from Penn State. They're going to call it short. Third down and short.
At the 16-yard
Big
line.
opportunity here for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense. And does Dallas just say, screw it and go for it again on a fourth and short, or do they take the points?
Allows him to make big plays.
Nice job by that defensive line again by
33-yard
Dallas.
field
They
goal
will take
by Vanderjagt.
the points this time. From West Virginia, it's Mike Vanderjagt. The kick is up, and the kick is true.
At least 10 yards.
3-0 lead for Dallas with about a minute gone here in quarter number 2. Five yards deep in the end zone. He'll get up to the 20, and that is all he will see before he is upended.
First and 10.
Not a terrible punt return by any means, but not what you want to see. When your field position's only about a yard or two better than it would have been if you'd just taken a knee.
Defender came up and he really
Ball got kind of hung up off the hands there, and Wayne came in to clean up the mess. Second down and 10. Oh, a false start here.
Penalty on the play.
False start.
I thought the line looked a little weird there on that snap, but
5-yard penalty, second down.
That kind of mistake is not going to win him any points with the coaches.
Second and 15.
second down and 15.
Gerback looks downfield.
Oh, Elvis Gerback.
Covered like a proverbial blanket.
Garbach? I believe he played for the Packers in a previous season.
Hold on, there's a penalty.
Another false start, and they just locked the quarterback into position. It just zipped past his head.
Third down.
Who's the quarterback? Peyton Manning in the Super Bowl?
The lineman into the false start with false cadence.
Third down and 20 for the first.
Just a couple of disastrous penalties for these Tampa Bay Buccaneers,
In motion.
setting them all the way back to the 12-yard line, giving them a very long down in distance.
Caught with
It
two
doesn't matter.
defenders on
It
it.
doesn't matter because it's out past the 35 or the 36-yard line.
By Moore.
Number
As only one of two
84?
players to have 3 consecutive seasons
Moore?
of 100 receptions or more, Herman Moore is clearly a player who can make any offense a contender.
First down and 10 to go. The D shows a 4-3. Here's the pitch out.
Pitch right side, but not blocked well at all, and read pretty well by that
Curse is more than
Dallas
just a speed
defense to
rush.
shoot
This
into the
guy
backfield
has
and
little
cause a
areas
massive
and makes
loss
a
of
number
7.
plays.
I formation for Tampa Bay. They find themselves down 3.
Gerback
Drops
looking
and
to throw.
throws. It looks, again, we've seen a couple of screens. They're not being run very well because the receiver or the back, in this case,
Third down.
well
Under
out
3
in
minutes
front
to go
of the
in
blockers that they are
half.
trying
Score
to,
from the nickel.
or the blockers that are trying to get set up to create a lane for
Pass
him.
play.
Deep pass down the left side, tipped and incomplete.
Incomplete.
And it is now 4th and a blazing distance with 2:47 to go. John Jett back on the field. 1 punt for a net average of 44. And that kick is deep inside the 30 down to the 25-yard line.
Stop at the 42-yard line.
About a 17-yard return or so. Take a look at this defensive line, see if you know anybody. Oh, Darren Woodson. There it is.
First and 10.
Don't know why I forgot he was in this game. But I did.
Batch.
Very short play there. Charlie Batch. Elijah Alexander appears to have injured himself on the play.
Even with decent
A little
depth,
surprised they don't have the
injury
score
to
bug
a
down at the
key
bottom of the
starter
ticker
could really hurt a ball.
to bring things up and let you know what the scores are. But it does feel, I mean, it feels like a first step. This game just, does enough in sales. You could see a sequel, a 2003 version perhaps. It never happened, but I think if you're a studio, if you're like what is it?
2-minute warning.
Oh,
Cowboys
Elijah
lead by 3.
Alexander has a sprained
Reports from the
knee.
locker room, Alexander out 1 to 3 weeks with a sprained knee.
Oh, another false start here. A lot of false starts in this game.
On number 66, offense. 5-yard penalty, first down.
False starts are mental mistakes that just drive coaches nuts.
First and 15 at the 49-yard line.
So they're back into their own territory after the penalty. A snap and hit deep in his own territory at the 40.
Sam Coward
So an 8 to 9 yard sack on top of the 5-yard penalty.
inside linebacker.
Yeah, sets up a 2nd down and 23.
Tackles as a rookie.
They will call it an 8-yard sack on the play. Under 2 to go here in a low-scoring game. All the games so far have been pretty low-scoring.
Sam Coward is playing at a Pro Bowl level now, and I don't see that changing.
Batted away nicely on the defensive side of that last play for Tampa Bay.
Batch looking to throw.
Batch throws and finds a receiver who cannot hold on to it. Ball gets knocked up in the air, and that will do it for that Dallas drive. A bad sack and a penalty set them back massively, and they just could not figure it out. Mitch Berger ready to kick it away with 1:32 to go in the second quarter. Returner moves back to receive the ball inside the 10. 15 to 20. Tried to go with a side step to the right, but it did not fool the defender who put him down immediately. First down and 10 for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Dropping, throws right side, leaping grab right at the line to gain. I think we're going to see kind of what we saw in the last iteration of this, the Madden franchise, where it's just a little off. It depends on where the receiver has the ball in the hand. If you shift it to the right, you probably get the first down because it was in his left and he fell parallel. Stops him short. Doesn't matter because they pick it up on the next play. Trying to run to the left side, It's a fumble. But fortunately for the Buccaneers, someone is there to pounce on it. You can see them just not doing a whole lot on the ground at all. Or perhaps those stats are incorrect. Throws down the right side. Not a great throw. Overthrew everybody. And no one really tried to make an adjustment to go get that ball. Another false start. I believe that's the fourth one we've seen in this game. We didn't see any yellow hankies in the Packers game earlier today, but they are out here in a very consistent manner in game number 3 of this season.
3rd and 15 at the 31-yard line. D sets up against the pass.
I can't tell if it's a split back. Okay, it looks like it is a split back. Deep throw down the right side. Intercepted by the Cowboys. He had a chance to go all the way. He just needed to push it toward the sideline. He had a bit of a cavalry right in front of him. But it is intercepted. It'll be Dallas ball with a 3-point lead and 25 seconds to work with. In Buccaneer territory. Drops back, throws left side, finds nobody. Overthrew everybody. But only a few seconds come off the clock. 2nd down and 10. Throws left side, finds a receiver, slips a defender, and makes sure to get out of bounds to save some clock. 3rd down and 5. Passes to the right side, finds a receiver. They're going to probably call that a catch. They do. I don't know if they have the ability to call an incomplete pass on the sidelines. We have not seen it yet. 1st and 10, inside or right outside the 30. 13 seconds to go. Dallas throws right side, finds a receiver, but it's incomplete. The hit perhaps jarred it loose. You have one play here if you're the Cowboys before you need to make sure that you're in position to get another field goal. Throws it off the hands, incomplete. They are going to go for the field goal here. Mike Vanderjagt, 3 points, 1 for 1 on the field goals. Long of 33. The kick is up and it sails. No good. No good. The field goal kicking is wild in this game. We saw a miss from Detroit, a miss from Dallas.
At halftime, the Cowboys.
All right, not a whole lot going on here. The 3rd down conversion rates have been pretty high in some of these games. I know it's only 1 for 4 for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but their defense isn't doing a good job at stopping them. Oh my goodness, just take the knee. Take the free 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. 4-3 defense for Dallas. 22. 22. Gerback looks downfield.
Throws over the middle.
Second and 4 at the 19-yard line.
Nice 6-yard gain there. Going with a run. Finds a little room off the right side of the line. He'll get that first down very easily. -1 yard. Okay, excellent. Those are the stats you're looking for if you're a professional running back. A negative Negative yards per carry.
The Buccaneers send a man in motion.
Working with a man in motion. Snaps the ball.
Quarterback looks to pass.
Throws over the middle. Finds a receiver right at the line to gain.
35-yard line.
Terry Glenn, 1 catch, 10 yards. Great looking photo there.
First down and 10 to go. The
Pitch is left side. Tries to find some room, but nothing doing when 2 Dallas defenders read that play beautifully and made the tackle in the backfield. We're going to give him a loss of 2 on that one. 2nd and 12. Gerback tackled in the backfield. That's what we call a sack. And that is really derailing this drive that was looking like it might get into a bit of a rhythm. All of a sudden, it's a couple-yard loss on the run. A sack of a loss of and a loss of 3. It's 3rd down and 15 all of a sudden. And then they throw that play. Not really sure who they were going for because that was pretty clearly an offensive lineman. Running start at the 20, and he'll get about 15 yards out to the 36-yard line. Dallas with a very slim lead. I believe we saw these two teams play last year in what was maybe the most heartbreaking loss we had seen of the season. There were a couple of them, but I don't think it really affected anybody's playoff chances. I think the one that would have affected the playoff chances the most would have been the Cincinnati loss. But Tampa Bay and Dallas, that Seahawks loss was brutal as well.
Pass play.
Okay.
As we go inside the numbers. Interesting stats so far, Tom.
The offense had
Not really working all that deep down the field. Successfully, at least.
The Cowboys send a man in motion.
And another false start. I believe that is the 5th of this game. Without even exaggerating, I believe that is number 5 during this game.
The linemen just seemed to lack focus.
2nd down and 15 to go.
Second down and 15, throws out to the right side, finds a receiver in the flat, but again outran his defenders. And it's going to be a significant loss. Brings up a 3rd down and 19. Buccaneers defense doing a great job here, keeping Dallas off the scoreboard, keeping that offense in it. Big play to get them off the field here with a couple minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. He's going deep down the left side. Surprised he did not have that receiver. Defender completely out of position and the ball overthrown to everyone in the area. That's a big miss. I mean, that's you have what you want. And you just can't capitalize on it. Tampa Bay down 3 will start their next possession just outside the 20 at the 21.5-yard line. Going with a run off the right side. Can't find a whole lot of room to work with, but does find a couple. It'll be 2nd down and long.
2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
Second and 8, going with a handoff. Nice job. Good job falling forward, taking his momentum and lurching across the line to gain to give his team a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 32. Throws left side, finds a receiver after a pretty solid gain, and it will be 2nd down and short. Only a couple of catches for Terry Glenn in this one, but
Fullback to the strong side with 3 wide for the offense.
he has been an effective target for the Buccaneers so far today. Weird play action pass there. Finds that play action pass running back over the middle for a nice catch. 4 catches, 25 yards.
1st and 10. The D shows a 4-3.
We're going with a false start on the offensive line. You get a false start. You get a false start. You get a false start. You want one as well? We can make that happen.
Somebody jumped. That's going to cost them 5 yards.
Players jump for 2 reasons. They aren't concentrating, or they're worried about getting a jump on the monster that they have to block.
First and 15 at the 43-yard line.
It's interesting that they hold that shot there to let Tom Jackson explain what's happening. Otherwise, when we could just move on with the game. Everything else about this game does a good job of making sure that it just keeps moving forward. That's one of the few times that it just doesn't.
Second and 8 at the 50-yard line.
Approaching 30 seconds to go here in quarter number 3. Tampa Bay throws and finds another one-handed reception inside the 35-yard line. First down and 10 after that nice play.
He's now 3 for 3 passing on this drive.
As one of the game's more potent weapons, Herman Moore's size and experience make him a valuable target for any quarterback.
Gerback, quick drop.
Throws and tries to find a receiver. Looked like he needed to throw that one just a little bit earlier. We saw that in last season's Madden game, the quick 1-2-3 and then throw the ball. Looked like he held on to another half second, and that gave him some trouble getting the timing on that route. Nice reach there to come down with the catch. We believe third and short, Terry Glenn again. Third down and 2. And that third down and 2 will come up right after this switch of the
Cowboys 3,
quarter change. I forget what it's called.
Third and 2 at the 25-yard line. Strong eye, 2 tight ends for Tampa Bay.
Well, they call it a strong eye here, but I call it an offset eye.
Gerback
Gerback finds a receiver. He had him right. He had it in his hands. How was he not able to come up with that? David Akers looking for the tying field goal right here, but that running back had room to work with. It was a first down. Up and good. A beautiful field goal there by David Akers, and that ties this game up at 3.
Here's the kick.
Hit and dropped.
First and 10 at the 25.
He did make it past the 20 to the 26-yard line. I'm going to say 25-yard line, but oh, beautiful read and jump on that ball, but just could not come up with the interception. I don't know if he's free and clear to get a pick 6, but I'm sorry, we call it an interception touchdown here. Don't know if he was going to be able to do that, but he's going to set the offense up with tremendous field position and a great opportunity to take a lead late in this one. Third down and 5. And another false start. What is happening?
On number 67, offense.
At this one, you can see which team it's on, so I should always get it right.
Like he forgot the snap count.
Third down and 10 for the first. They'll rush 3 with 8 backs. Batch looking to throw.
Batch throws down the right side. A little bit of a jump ball, but no one comes down with it. It's an incomplete pass, will bring up fourth down and 10. 4.5 to go in this one. Oh, a beautiful spin move to help him get some extra yards up past the 45. He'll get close to midfield, and he got stopped at the 47-yard line. Offset I formation. Going with a pitch, which is an interesting call. It looked like they had the offset eye to the left of the quarterback, but then they pitched it to the right side. And that fullback just, I don't think, had a shot to even sniff a block there. Blown up in the backfield for a big loss of 8, and that'll be a second down and 18 coming up. Goes with a handoff, tries to find some wiggle room or room to work with. 3 tackles for John Lynch in this one.
Third and 15 at the 42-yard line.
Gerback with a floater over the middle. Not nearly enough there, and looks like Lynch was on that tackle again. Looking for a little coffin corner action, perhaps, and that is what they will do. You see the target right there at the 10-yard line. He'll get it up to the 20, and that is where the Dallas Cowboys will start their next drive. Weird fake play action pass. I don't know if it just doesn't make any sense in the backfield. There's no one there. Jaravicious with a nice catch. Not all.
First down with under 3 minutes to go.
We'll see 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. Drop in, throws left, and that'll be met at midfield. Sylvester Morris, 3rd catch of the day.
First down and 10 to go. High formation, receiver in the slot. Draw play. Stop at the
that strength there.
line.
Looked like he was going to get pushed backwards, but
2nd and 6 at
instead
the
the running back
45-yard
pushed
line.
forward, and instead of a gain of 2, it's a gain of 4. Batch throws over the middle, and it's deflected by the defender, Darren Woodson. 5 tackles and another pass defensed on his stat line today.
Got away with one right there.
You're right, Chris. They need to be smart with the football to have a chance to get the win.
Throws to the outside, and I think he's going to get marked short of the first down.
By Jaravicious. Berger back to punt.
Ooh, he will, and they're going to punt it away. 2-minute warning came and went. They get into Tampa Bay territory, but they can't do anything with it. Would have liked to see a little aggression there from the Dallas Cowboys. Caught that ball, but stepped on the line immediately.
4-3 defense for the Cowboys.
Don't really know where the line to gain would be. I think good field would be like the 35-yard line. Met as the ball got there, popped in the air, and incomplete. 1:51 to go here in the 4th quarter.
The Buccaneers send a man in motion. The pitch to the back.
Pitching outside. I don't know.
A 1-yard
It's a
run.
weird call there.
3rd down and 10 for the first. Pro set 2 tight ends for the Buccaneers.
Dallas giving themselves a real good opportunity to win this game with field position. It's intercepted. That's even better for them. Wow. What?
That's his 2nd interception.
I got to tell you, that camera angle probably not going to get old throughout this entire season. But it is 1st down and 10. That probably just cost the Tampa Bay Buccaneers the game unless their defense can bail them out. Love to see some timeouts used here. Hey, idiot, don't throw an interception. This is your team. Team in the white jersey. Team in the blue jersey, don't throw it to them.
Incomplete.
That is a free timeout for this Tampa Bay defense. If I'm Dallas, I run this ball to force them to use a timeout. Oh, they threw it and it's incomplete. What a disaster this is. Vanderjack's going to get a shot at a field goal. He's missed one today. The long is of 33. He got that one. Nailed that one.
That's his 2nd field goal.
1 minute to go here. The battle of field goals. Pretty exciting.
The kickoff.
Inside the 5, up to the 10, the 20, and that's where he will get met. So yeah, what? 30, 45 yards or so. 45 yards to go before you get a realistic shot. I mean, from the 35-yard line, it's still a Oh my goodness, overthrew everybody there.
Let's go.
You're taking that. It's a
inside the
52-yard field goal.
Interesting stats so far, Tom.
Passes short
The
right.
offense looked like they've adopted
Negative 3
all
yards.
Raiders' passing
Gross.
strategy.
Gerback looks downfield.
Burback throws right side and just cannot find a completion. Everything's overthrown. The defensive backs and the receivers are getting kind of locked up there. No one's got great position. I thought Dallas was going to win this game on that previous drive with being able to get a punt return, and it's intercepted for the second time.
Barely brought down by
Wow.
Glenn.
What'd they go over with on the sidelines? This is your team. That's their team. Don't do it. Don't throw to that team. He's done it twice. Quick timeout by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Dallas coming away with 2 key interceptions late in this one, giving their team an opportunity to kick a game-winning field goal. Thought they'd get the opportunity to do that on the previous one. They get to the 3rd and 10, and you're like, okay, they're going to force a punt. They coffin-corded them down at the 10-yard line after starting into the drive pretty deep in their own territory. They were able to push the ball out a little bit and flip it on them. I thought they would get the ball with a pretty good opportunity to try and drive it. Like a good return would get them with good field position to try and, wow, game
Player of the
MVP,
game
huh?
award goes to
All
Cowboys.
right.
When you're awarded as
On the
being
losing
best
side.
for the best, that's something special.
Just get a good enough return where you only have to get 15, 20 yards maybe. Kick the field goal with a little bit less time on the clock. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers just cannot buy a reception here. They're going with the rollout there. Big throw down the right side, and it's going to be caught. A one-handed snag. They'll show the kicker warming up on the sideline, and they just went with the Hail Mary. Just run, don't step out of bounds, throw it from the end zone, no big deal. Let the rush try and get you. And it's a nice grab. They are going to go for the field goal right here, right now, with no timeouts remaining. Green Bay, would you like to take some notes? It's a long one. The kick is up. The kick has the accuracy, and it has the distance. We're going to overtime.
The end of regulation, tie ball game. The Cowboys 6,
Wow.
Buccaneers 6.
6-6.
The Buccaneers back to receive the kick. High and deep.
From deep inside the end zone. Dropped short of the normal starting position. First tackle of the game. Okay, yeah, makes sense. He's a receiver. There's a nice little throw there to get him on to, or into a little bit more rhythm. I called that down really early, it seemed like. But a solid gain nonetheless. God, what if Tampa Bay comes back and wins this game? I thought Dallas had this all but wrapped up. They give up the one big play. A beautiful boot tipped at the line there. Rob Morris with a pass block. That's what they would call. I don't know if it's off the back of the hand or like a tip pass. Tip pass. Pitch right side, trying to drive it up drive it north, but nothing doing there. Nate Wayne, 5 tackles on the day.
3rd and 15 at the
He's going to set up a 3rd down and 15. Gerback throws right side, and it almost got picked off again. Whew. Not a good quarterback. And not good quarterback play here late in this one for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
the move. First down and 10 to go.
There's a little throw, a little short wide receiver screen. You know, they pick up 3. No big deal. 3 yards is well, 4th and 1. Never mind. 3.5 yards is a first down. Going with a pitch. Kind of working weirdly to try and get north and south, but nothing doing. 4 pass defenses and 6 tackles on the day for Woodson. They lose a yard and it sets up 3rd down and 8. Lifts his leg to signal the snap and just timing all off on that one. So 4th down and 8. What if this game's a tie? If this game's a tie, we might not be doing a 4th one here. No, I have time. From the 5-yard line, tries to run toward the sideline. Really well defended there by the Dallas Cowboys to destroy him at the 12-yard line. Like he returned that for about 7 yards and then took one vicious lick. Gerback throws right side over the hands of everyone.
2nd down and 10 to go.
Drops back and throws, finds a receiver right at the line to gain. Ref picks himself up off the ground. Terry Glenn with 5 catches, almost 100 yards. It's 3rd down and short with 3 minutes to go in the overtime period. Tampa Bay does not look great against a team that lost their starting quarterback. There is a really nice run, wiggles and swivels and moves around. Tries to find some room and does. 1st and 10 for Tampa Bay.
1st and 10. The D shows a 4-3.
Go 11. Go 11. Set.
Gerback dropped back.
Gerback, deep pass left side. Finds almost the hands of a defender. Not a lot of success deep down the field here for either team.
For the Buccaneers.
Halfway to go in this overtime period. Field goal wins it. If you hate the overtime rules now, boy, you would have hated them back then too. Or even more, I guess. Because a field goal would end the overtime period.
3rd down and 10 for the 1st. The Buccaneers send a man in motion. Gerback dropped back.
Gerback throws. Finds a receiver. He's inside the 30. Before he's drugged down at the sideline. We'll see. I guess we would see Tampa Bay probably try to center it up a little bit, maybe get a little closer to make it more of a sure try. A nice reception there. They just kept going. They kept going deep.
1st down and 10 to go.
Oh. 2-minute warning. Okay, that was very confusing. Split back set. 2 minutes to go here in the overtime period. Throws left side, finds a receiver, and I thought that was going to be intercepted. Surprising amount of success into double coverage. And this is going to be the shovel celebration from NFL Fever. The kick is up. The kick is good. And Tampa Bay walks it off. 9-6 your final. Dallas led that game 6-3 and then gave up 2 field goals late in that. Well, they gave up 1 field goal really late in that 4th quarter. And then they give up the game-winning field goal in overtime. All right. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at Dolphins and Titans. I'm going to hop up really quickly. So we'll be right back with one more game here. These games are very short. Yeah, we'll do 4 game weeks here. throughout ESPN and NFL Primetime 2002. We'll be right back with more, so stick around. Be sure to scroll down, subscribe, ring the bell if you'd like to see more of this. The best part is I spent a lot of time at the intro part, so this video should be much shorter in the future. Well, maybe not much, but there will be a noticeable difference. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you in just a sec. I forgot that I did not actually have a screen for this, so hold on. All right, here we go. We are back. One more game to watch. We'll do Dolphins Titans here. Forgot to put my headset on. That's okay. Click that. Grab this.
Welcome to tonight's matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Miami Dolphins.
I don't know if I got that one. Oh, boy.
Chris Berman here with Tom Jackson. How do these two teams match up, Tom?
The Tennessee Titans have prepared hard and are ready to get this season going. Meanwhile, the Miami Dolphins want to win it all this year.
Thanks, Tom.
Thanks, Tom.
Early in the week, they were forecasting precipitation for today, but I'm glad it held off.
All right, one last football game for week number 1 of season 5. Ryan Longwell, longtime Packers kicker, I think finally moving on from the team.
This game turns into a classic.
He'll be met past the 20-yard line. The helmets seem like they're just a little bit off. I don't know, maybe it's the lighting or shadowing or something, but the pants and like the jerseys, oh boy, like colors really pop, and the helmets you feel like they're a little dull, just missing something, you know.
Here's the pitch out. Nowhere to run.
This game I realized doesn't even have a start screen, which is unfortunate. That's what I used for the Madden one. Usually I'm able to find like full box art of the NFL Fever games, but I don't know what I'm going to do with this one. If it's doesn't have a start screen. Throws deep down the right side. It's tipped in, incomplete. There's a look at the offensive line. These are getting progressively earlier. I don't know if that's intentional. Jerome Bettis, running back for the Miami Dolphins, who will be punting the ball away after a drive that lost to them 4 yards. No. Kick it down the middle. He'll get it at about the 40 and return it to about the 47-yard line. Offensive side of the ball for the Tennessee Titans. Terrence Mathis, Jamal Lewis, Todd Heap, Eric Moulds.
First down and 10 to go.
See if we can figure out who this quarterback is. That's the one guy they don't show. Number 16 could be a Vinny Testaverde. Lewis tries to find some room up the middle, but nothing doing. Second down and 10. It is Vinny Testaverde. He'll find Bettis. Second touch for, Lewis. Second. Tennessee to Tennessee, huh? Second touch for Lewis already in this one. 2 yards on the reception. Third down and 8. Testaverde drops back, throws deep right side, finds some hands, but nothing doing. Saragusa. Rondé Barber. A little bit of a stash going on for him. Neither team starting out particularly strong in this one. Couple of punts. We'll see if these... Oh, man, nice tackle. We'll see if any of these... either of these offenses can make some adjustments. Defensive line for Tennessee. Chad Brown. Chad.
First and 10. Defense set up to stop the run. Gonna run it. Powers.
Goes with a run right up the middle. Tries to
Brought
find,
down by
or finds a nice, oh no, an injury to Jerome Bettis.
He was hurt on the hit.
Oh, that is
Second and 3
unfortunate
at the
news.
24-yard
Injuries
line.
surprisingly frequent. I think we've had, especially here early in the games, we've had injuries in each of the games we've had today.
Tackled by Fair. 14-yard run.
Miami?
by Parker.
They're making some nice changes here. Just run the ball. Don't worry about throwing it. Just run it. We'll find some room. Pick up the first down of the game for either team. They're out to the 38-yard line already.
Draw play.
Drops back, and they're going to go with a draw play. He'll pick up
At the
7 or
45-yard line.
8. You see the running backs. Oh, Jerome Bettis with a broken
Out
thumb.
1 to 3 weeks with a broken thumb.
A 1 to 3 week injury in the opener of the season. Good opportunity for one of these young backs to step up and
Drop back.
do something.
Hits like that make me happy I was never a receiver in the NFL.
Quarterback drops
Fake
back.
play action pass down the right sideline with a throw or right side.
Their second punt of the game.
I added line in there just for fun. That was a 3rd and 2 that went nowhere. A little surprised that I would have liked to have seen a little bit of a short pass there, but tried to get the chunk play and they end up punting the ball.
Tackled by Shields.
Dropped by what looks to be an offensive lineman.
1st and 10.
Got down there and made the tackle at the 21-yard line.
The pitch out.
Pitch to the right side. Lewis can't find any room out there. Rondé Barber picks up his first tackle of the game
That's the
and
best
drops
way
him
to
for a
kill
loss of
drive.
3.
Stuff the run.
Draw play.
There's a nice run for Lewis. Give him a little bit of room. Let the defense try to sort itself out a bit and open up some gaps. 3rd and 7 after the 6-yard gain.
24-yard line.
Testaverde throws it. It's intercepted, tripped up, and
First
tackled.
interception thrown today. Miami ball.
It's just the coach just screaming at him. First down and 10.
Pass play.
Takes a snap, throws left side, finds a receiver, and he just stepped out of bounds. Everyone in this game apparently able to turn 90 degrees on a dime. If he had not stepped out, it would have probably been a touchdown because he made the one-man miss.
The pitch out.
Pitch to the left side.
Pile driven.
There's a
at the
really nice
32-yard
read
line.
in the back for
They lost a few
really
yards
nice
on
read
that
by the
play.
defense to drop him in the backfield
And
for
who
a
knows?
loss.
That
3rd
may
down
be
and
the
9
perfect
coming up.
big run.
Tennessee trying to get off the field without giving up any points after the interception.
McNabb looking to throw.
Drops and throws. It's a completed pass. It is so hard to tell if those are going to be completed passes or not.
Catches like that are the
I guess I should just
difference
assume
between
that they're
being
going to be
star
because
and
of
just
the
a contributing player.
way that they are having so much success in all that traffic. Pitch right side.
Nowhere to run.
Took a little too long to decide where he wanted to try and establish.
On the ground,
Just plant the foot and go.
in this league.
Kind of wiggled around a little bit in the backfield. Defender had an opportunity to get off his block, shoot the gap, and make the loss.
He gives the ball to Green.
Tries to go right up the middle. And that'll work well.
Score at
It's
the end of the
nothing
first
here.
quarter. Tie ball game. The
After
Titans
one,
nothing,
Dolphins
nothing.
Titans, our final game of the day.
3rd and 5 at the 15-yard line. McNabb drops back.
Oh, it's Donovan McNabb. That's the name that they're trying to say. 4th down and 3.
Unit comes on the field.
They will go for the field goal here from Kerry Blanchard, Oklahoma State kicker. Puts it up and sneaks it inside that upright. I'm not sure, right, left, upright, whatever it is. Snuck it inside and finds 3 points for the Dolphins. It's interesting that we do not see any stats from the quarterbacks or about the quarterbacks. 5 yards deep from the end zone.
Tackled by number 52.
Like, we get to see Tommy Pauly's tackles, but we don't get to see, like, McNabb was 7 for 12. 275 yards. That is a really deep drop for Testaverde, who overthrows everybody. Try to pick on some triple coverage there. Nothing doing. Testaverde throws left side. Finds a leaping receiver who just cannot get past those hit boxes. I mean, there were 2 guys there that kind of fell over themselves. And he tried the spin, but needed to just hit the triangle button or whatever it is to jump. And he's off to the races, but defense does a really good job rallying to the ball, and it's a first down and 10 instead of a much longer play. Potentially could have gone for 6, maybe. I don't know. We'll never know. Never, ever. Hits Lewis on a little crossing route and finds a few yards. Jamal Lewis, 2 catches, 5 yards, as long as 3. Second down and 6.
Looks like play action.
Testaverde throws left side, but really well read there by Jeff Gooch. The Gooch on the backside of that one deflects it with a beautiful kind of just jump and knock away. Throw was a little bit short by Testaverde.
Looking to throw. That's his first pass defended today.
There is no excuse. That was just a dangerous
That was a
pass.
really terrible throw. 2 really bad throws on that drive, or those last couple of plays, and that will end the drive before it can even get to midfield. The kick is deep. It'll be down near the 5-yard line or so. Probably actually closer to the 6 or 7. Won't quite get to the 20. And the Dolphins with a 3-point lead take the field with Donovan McNabb.
Here's the pitch out. They lost a few yards on that play.
Well, Chris, that probably wasn't how
Wow.
they drew it up.
Terrific run there by, or terrific defensive play, I should say, by the Tennessee defense. Split the gap, shedded the block, and got up the field and dropped him for a loss of 6. McNabb, a little bit of a running or a delayed handoff there. Nothing doing. Willie Howard picks up tackle number 1 on the day. 3rd and 17, so an 8-yard loss, a 1-yard gain, and a long way to go on a 3rd down. Tennessee might just be rushing 3. They actually bring extra pressure. They dropped a lineman into coverage and then brought 2 or 3 linebackers. The throw was still pretty good, but not enough to find a completion. Will be a punting situation here. Oh man, will we see a blocked punt in this game? I don't think we've seen one ever. That's a nice job getting away from at least that first defender.
1st and 10.
Picks up about 10, and he'll have, we look at a 1st and 10 from the 40.
Handoff to Lewis.
Going with a little bit of a counter play there.
Run by Lewis.
If I had to guess, I'd say that the offensive coordinator had something else in mind when he drew that one up.
Testaverde throws and misses everybody.
3rd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
Very quickly 3rd down and 11 here.
Pass play.
Testaverde throw. My goodness. Vinny Testaverde, if you could throw a pass to a receiver, a completed pass to a receiver would be a miracle. Oh my gosh, a fake! Oh, the punter almost had the completed pass, but he got hit and coughed the ball up. This game is exciting. Detroit coming in with a bunch of like trick plays, a fake
McNabb.
fourth down, fake punt.
Thrown down by Mobley.
2-minute warning.
2-minute warning. The Dolphins 3.
It'll be
Titans
1st
nothing.
and 10. 3-0 game here with Miami in Tennessee territory.
It's a run.
They'll go with a running play. Oh, they should have bounced it inside. Stepped to the right and turned on the Jets. Instead, he went a little too far left
Second
and got
down.
met by a
Under 2
defender.
minutes
Still a
to go in the
5-yard
half.
gain, which is always a positive.
Shows a 4-3.
2nd down and 5. McNabb hands the ball off. They find all kinds of room. Gain of about 7, maybe 8.
6-yard run for the first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line. The Titans line up in an 8-man front. The pitch to the back.
Pitch right side.
Breaks it outside.
Oh, that's a really nice play right there.
By Robinson.
I thought that the blocker kind of gave up on his assignment a little too early, but
2nd and 3 at the
nice little spin
27-yard
move
line.
there and able to pick up 7 when it looked like it could have been
Caught by
a
Green.
very short gain or a much shorter
By
gain.
Clemens.
Good throw over the middle to find Mike Green, who picks up his first reception of the day.
10 at the
It'll be
19-yard
1st
line.
down and 10 after the 8-yard gain.
Alongside 2 tight ends for the Dolphins.
Inside the 20, McNabb drops, throws left side, finds a receiver who falls forward. And they'll give him 2nd down and inches. I'm a little surprised, but the ball must have been a little lower
For the Dolphins.
toward the bottom of the numbers rather than up in the chest or
Chad Brown is a
stretched out
versatile
over.
linebacker who can play middle or outside.
3rd down and inches. Big play here. Dolphins feel like a team that should be able to just get this and at least try to get a touchdown. They're going to go with McNabb. The quarterback sneak almost breaks the game. He gets the 1st down, calls a timeout. Donovan McNabb doing it all. Be sure to get your McGriddles at McDonald's.
McNabb.
Throws right side. Finds a receiver who gets up near the 5-yard line. Quick timeout. This is where it gets a little dangerous. Green Bay costs themselves 3 points.
Caught with
The Dolphins
two
don't even have to worry about it. Miami scores a touchdown with 23 seconds before the half. And there you have it, a 9-0 score. Yet another one-handed grab.
Dolphins line up for the extra point. It's good. That's his first
Kick is
extra
up,
point
kick
today.
is good.
The kickoff by Blanchard.
Blanchard with a bit of a short kick there. Maybe the most reasonable
First down and 10 to go.
the most reasonable return we've seen yet. Very weird play there.
Pass play. Whitman
That's a nice little find there. John Whitman picking up a 1st down.
He's 1 for 5
I don't know that Tennessee's terribly concerned with trying to drive the ball down the field. Of course, maybe now you would. There you go. At least call a timeout. Hey, see a little rollout to the side, wing it down the field.
The Titans send a man in motion.
There it is. That's exactly what they're going to
That's
do.
the birdie. Looks downfield.
Well, that didn't go well.
At
That
halftime,
wasn't a good
Dolphins
job.
10, Titans nothing.
Whew, the Titans have not converted on a 3rd down. They are 0 for 4. Not a whole lot of offense in this one, but Miami has managed to score 10 points. We are underway here. That's where you would love to see Tennessee pick up some points. Maybe use their timeouts a little more aggressively. The Gooch, he's back.
First down and 10 to go. I formation, 2 tight ends for the Titans. The quarterback looks to pass.
Tennessee throws left side, finds a receiver up past the 30, the 35, the 40. He got tripped up. very big hitboxes in this game, apparently. I didn't think he was maybe going to get away from everybody, but with the way he was making it work. Okay, maybe the hitboxes weren't as big. Okay. That was a very helpful replay. Nothing doing there on that one, and that's an unfortunate follow-up to such a terrific play on the previous play. Throws right side, finds a receiver with more success in double coverage than he has in some of these single coverage situations. Pass interference on number 52 of the defense. Accepted 1st and 10 on the Miami 40.
Penalty accepted. First down.
Nice job by the refs keeping this game a fair contest.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Testaverde drops and throws to the left side. Finds a nice completion there. Jeff Gooch getting all the screen time he can. 2nd down and 3 inside the 35-yard line. Testaverde throws left side, finds a receiver. I mean, that feels like the pass that should be complete. It kind of feels like it looks a little more like you're exploiting the soft spot in the defense. The receiver looks like he has a little bit more room to work with. That looked like the wrong receiver caught it.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Some of these just feel like the defender's draped all over him. It's like, yeah, I got it, no problem. Almost intercepted on that one. Needed to throw it a little bit shorter. Might have had a pretty good shot at a touchdown there, but no such luck. This game does have some weirdness to it, but the flow and the pace is just so good. Being able to kind of bring back those 4-game-a-week videos without it running to an absurd amount of time is very nice. Okay. Well, Testaverde has not had a great day at the quarterback position, and he throws an interception, crushing any chances for Tennessee to put some points on the board. He gives the ball back to Donovan McNabb, who almost throws it right back to the Tennessee, throws it right back to Tennessee. We go with a play action pass, throws left side. That one deflected very nicely.
The defender thought he had the interception, but the ball was just out of reach.
I mean, he was not really anywhere near the receiver, just got a hand up and batted it away. Very nicely done. Pass play, throws, and it's incomplete. Great job by the Tennessee defense. Yeah, threw an interception, no big deal. We got you. They can try and at least win the field position battle here. And they forced the punter to punt way deep in his own end zone. And receive it like in his own, or in the opponent's territory, and pick up, I don't know, 10 plus yards.
Drops back. He corrals him at the 34-yard line.
There's an interesting little bit there in that last punt, if you noticed it. The guy who was like the up block or whatever it is, I don't know, maybe it's because there wasn't really anybody there to go towards, but he didn't really move at all, leaving the punter a little bit exposed. Don't know that we've ever seen a blocked punt. Don't know that we'll ever see a blocked punt. Maybe this is the game to give it to us. Throws into double coverage, and that looked like a really tight window, and that's the one somehow he finds, but can't find some of the passes against one-on-one coverage. Had a wide-open receiver if he had thrown it a little bit differently. Testaverde deep down the middle. Nothing doing that time.
3rd and 1 at the 16-yard line.
Testaverde cannot end this drive with a turnover like he did the last one. It's a high grab, but a nice snag for a few yards. And that'll set up a first down and 10 from the 12. 3. You got to get 3 here at least. Into the end zone. It's a one-handed snag, and it's a touchdown. Tennessee cutting this lead down to 3. Halfway through quarter number 3. Nice grab. A lot of traffic happening back there. They will set up for the extra points. Ryan Longwell, in his 5th year as a pro. Man, he was already a pretty seasoned vet then, and now he's still going. Kick is up, and the kick is good. Nope, I'm thinking of Mason Crosby, by the way. I'm an idiot. Longwell moved on from the Packers a long time ago. I think he ended up playing with in Minnesota with Brett Favre toward the end of his career. I'm definitely thinking of Mason Crosby.
It's a run.
Going with a run. Bobs and weaves his way through for a solid gain to set up second down and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line. Double tight end, far formation set for the O. Looks like play action.
Goes with the play action pass over the middle. Finds that. That's a nice completion right there. Caught the runner in stride. It's a pretty hard hit on the end of that, but that's just how it is. Kept the ball with him on through the hit.
10 to go. The Dolphins send a man in motion.
McNabb throws, finds a leaping receiver on the outside. Comes down with the catch. Should have enough for the first down. And he does. 1st and 10.
1st and 10. Quarterback drops back.
McNabb drops, fires to the right side. A couple of defenders in the area. One of them gets a hand on it and knocks it away. 2nd down and 10. Great opportunity for a response drive from the Miami Dolphins. Tennessee did such a good job getting off the field last time defensively, and they somehow come up with that catch. That's unbelievable.
Jake Reed has produced at a high level for many years and looks like he can do so for many more.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line. 4-3 defense for the Titans. Draw play.
Drops back, looks for some for that delayed handoff. Just couldn't quite stay on his feet. Nice job, just getting that shoestring tackle and just holding on, bobbing his foot up. You're not gonna get another step. Limits the gain to 7. Gives the defense an opportunity to make a nice play in the backfield, but they can't do it on that one. I thought, what a disastrous play that could have been. We've seen a couple of plays throughout the day that have been like 4 or 5 yard passes behind the line of scrimmage, and they're still able to turn it into something. That time they turned it into a 1st and goal inside the 5-yard line. McNabb throws, finds a receiver, stops short of the goal line. Nice job by Clemens to keep that defense on the field. 1 more play here before the end of the 3rd quarter. They will do it. It'll be one of those weird fake play action passes. It finally caught up to one of the teams. That was a very weird play. It looked like he got caught on an offensive lineman's foot or something. Something held up McNabb's natural movement there. Slowed him down, and it was the Tennessee defense able to get into the backfield. Dropping for a loss. Not a big loss, but gives them a little bit of breathing room, and that is that's the difference. That sack, that goof up on the fake play action play that we see so often, that's the difference between a touchdown and a field goal try. The kick is up and the kick is good. 4:38 to go here in the 4th quarter, and we have a good one brewing.
to receive the kickoff. Deep kick.
Kick is away. 4 yards, 5 yards deep in the end zone. He'll almost get all the way out to the 20-yard line. Jeff Gooch yet again
First and 10 at the
showing his
18-yard
beautiful
line.
face.
Weak eye.
Every time his stat line, not only the numbers going up, but the different things he's doing. A QB knock added that time. Lewis out to the left side does a whole lot of nothing.
They lost a few yards on that play.
They needed to reach the marker, and the defense
And it
stuffs the
is
ball
second
here
down
in
and
short.
14.
Lewis with the ball.
Going up the middle-ish. Not a whole lot working there for him, but third down and 12 following the 2-yard gain.
D sets up against the pass. Testaverde looking to
Testaverde throws right side, and
Tackled
boy,
by
this,
They'll kick it away. Here's the punter.
God, that was awful. What a horrible drive. Defense does a magnificent job to hold Miami to a field goal, and that is what the offense responds with. A 3-play negative 1-yard drive.
First and 10. Draw play.
McNabb with a nice draw play there.
By
Hole
Clemens.
opened up very nicely right up the middle. We go for a gain of 6. And we're going to start to see some clock usage really early in this one. This is surprising. We can pause and unpause to give us the play clock.
Down and 4 to go.
Not as much as I thought it would be, but still a bit there to milk it down a little bit.
Here's the
I
handoff.
left about 10
Running
seconds
Jordan
on that one.
south.
Tried to fight through the line. Got caught on some hit boxes.
By Fair.
Turned a little
That's the
early
big
and
tackle today.
stopped himself, or got himself stopped before the line to gain. Third down and 2. Ideally, you would see Miami run this down to the 2-minute warning.
Third down and 2 for the first. D sets up against the pass.
It's like an I formation behind him.
Pitch.
Going with a pitch right side. Tennessee, what a job by the defensive lineman there.
Hasn't enjoyed the numbers he
Got
did
off the
early in his
block,
career.
and Chad Brown
Still a player
coming
that
up
can
with a
make
big stop. Drug him down for a loss of, well, I think it was just a loss of 1, but didn't let him get the edge and forced a 4th down where they will punt the ball away.
At the 2-minute warning, the Dolphins 13, Titans 7.
Tennessee doing a terrific job defensively on the last couple of drives.
Out of bounds.
Forced the field goal
A first down with under 2 minutes to
and
go in
gave
the
this
game.
Tennessee offense
R formation
a lot
for
of
the
time to
Titans.
work with. 155, down 6. Testaverde.
He probably did the best thing by just eating the ball.
With no time to throw the ball, the quarterback doesn't have many options.
8-yard loss on the 1st and 10 play, and Vinny Testaverde does not appear to be the answer to this Tennessee Titans offense. He got sacked again, and he's lucky it wasn't even a safety.
Third
Down and 23, so a loss of 8 and a loss of 5. 3rd and 23.
Just can't reel it in.
Can't
Incompletion.
find a
They
receiver
failed
there.
the completion, and I think they need
Oh
to
my
mix
God,
up
they're
their
going to
play
go
call
for it.
more.
They're going to go for a 4th and 23. Oh my goodness. They're going for a 4th and 23 from the 1-yard line. They have 3 timeouts.
Looking to throw. He corrals him at the 6-yard line.
That, I think, is where you have to kick the ball
At the
away.
6-yard line.
You have to give your defense an opportunity to keep them back.
QB keeps it.
Donovan McNabb going with a little bit of a quarterback
Down
sneak.
by Fair.
Blasted in the chest after a gain of 3. 2nd down and goal. What a disastrous end for this Tennessee offense. It's a little surprising they even got 7 points on the board. Miami also our highest scoring team of the day with 13 points. Packers had 10. We saw a 9, a 7, a 6, a 0 out of the Detroit Lions. Let's go. Tries to find some room on the left side. Tennessee will call the timeout, even though it's too little, too late. 16-7. It's going to be an insurmountable lead.
Timeout, Titans. They have 1 remaining.
Kick is up, kick is good. So Miami scores 16 points here in the game. And Vinny Testaverde just took some awful sacks. I mean, just heinous, disgusting, awful sacks. And it goes back to the Hail Mary they were trying to run before the end of the half. And it just got worse. Testaverde throws left side, finds a receiver who smartly runs out of bounds. Game MVP, second kicker we've seen as a game MVP today. That's not good. Could use a little more offense here. Testaverde throws over the middle, and now he's finding a rhythm, figuring out how to throw a football. Testaverde drops, and there's the sack we're looking for. That is what we have seen consistently from this Tennessee Titans offense.
5 wide receivers for Tennessee.
Nope, they won't even get the playoff. All right, well, Tennessee made it interesting there, but they gave up just too many points to the Dolphins and some truly awful offense there towards the end of the game, especially the 1st and 10, then went to a 2nd and 18, to a 3rd and 23, and then they went for it on 4th and 23. You gotta kick the ball. You have to kick the ball away in that scenario and give yourself an opportunity to stop them. They gave up a free 3 points, and that was it. All right, primetime players. Oops. Whoa. Hold on. What do we have up here? Okay. So, let's go ahead and pop a save. Franchise. And we will save over season 01. I should probably just delete that other one. But that is a problem for another day. Okay. Panthers taking on the Vikings in the first game of the day. Vikings get the victory 10-0 over the Panthers. The Ravens beat the Bears 24-10. Packers take out the Lions in a game we watched right here on youtube.com/OnosaurusRex. 10-0. Go, Pack, go. Jets 9-7 winners over the Colts. The Colts looked like the team they were going to be the team to beat. Absolutely masterful first drive, and they did nothing for the rest of the game. Some good plays and key defensive stands from the Jets, including an interception, to help them get those field goals to win the game. 9-7, your final again. Bengals blank the Patriots 24-0, so 3 shutouts already through the first 5 games we've talked about. Bills over the Saints by 10, 17-7. Chiefs beat fall at the hands of the Raiders 17-14. I believe this is the first road team that's won all day. Wow. Home team really showing up. Jaguars taking on the Steelers. 24-17. Jacksonville wins at home. Peyton Manning, primetime player. 244 passing yards and 2 touchdowns. Seahawks beat the Browns 20-17. We watched the Buccaneers beat the Cowboys 9-6. Falcons over the 49ers 10-6. Rams, they beat the Eagles 22-17. Washington falls in San Diego 24-10. Dolphins beat the Titans 16-7. And last but not least, the Giants fall in Denver 14-7. Week number AFC defense, Al Wilson, 2 forced fumbles, 5 tackles. Primetime players, AFC special teams, 3 field goals for Blanchard. James Stewart, 2 rushing touchdowns and 119 yards for the NFC primetime player. Leroy Butler, 1 interception, returned for a touchdown, 2 interceptions, 2 tackles. David Akers, 3 field goals for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And that does it. All right, week number 2 is coming up. They don't have the records on here, which is a little bit of a bummer. But that's okay. Speaking of the records, we can take a look at the standings right here. This menu system is not great. In the NFC East, the Cardinals, I forgot, the Cardinals are in the NFC East. Everybody lost except for the Cardinals, who didn't play. So, there you go. Just a bunch of zeros in the win column there. The Falcons and Rams are 1-0 in the NFC West. That's right, the Falcons in the NFC West. Remember, it's 2001. 49ers, the only team that makes sense in that division. Panthers and Saints, all 0-1. In the Central, the Packers, Vikings, and that's right, the Buccaneers are all 1-0. Lions and Bears, 0-1. There's a look at the AFC. The East has the Bills, Dolphins, and Jets on top, 1-0. Colts, Patriots, 0-1. Chargers, Seahawks, Broncos, Raiders, all won today, with Kansas City the only team that fell, and they fell to the Oakland Raiders in the opening week number 1. In the Central, which is always a division that is the wildest and wackiest every single season, for 4 seasons, this has been the wild, wacky AFC Central. Bengals, Ravens, Jaguars, they all get victories while the Steelers, Titans, and Browns all fall. That'll do it for this week's episode. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Take a look through some of these games and find some teams that we have not looked at yet. And we'll try to get through just about everybody before. It's tricky here because sometimes the teams have like buys really, really early. So, it's a little weird. Maybe we'll go visit Seattle. I believe we watched this game in 2002 because the Seahawks should be in Husky Stadium, but we'll see. I think that was what I was trying to check back then. Yeah, we'll find a bunch of teams that we didn't watch today and check them out next week, and then we'll see how this season takes shape. I hit the wrong button. Every single Tuesday, you can find out more about this season by watching these videos. Thank you so much for hanging out. We're going to do 4 game weeks throughout the season here. I might alter it or tweak it if there's only like a couple of games that are outstanding or interesting. Maybe it'll fluctuate a little bit, but for the most part, we will be doing 4 games a week here in this one. These games are very quickly paced. They're not the most high-scoring games, but they are still pretty entertaining. You can see that this is like a first effort, that if they had just done enough sales, they might have had a second chance at it to try and tweak it and make it a much better product. Of course, they did have an opportunity to make a better product because the ESPN license went on to go to 2K, and they made some of the best football games ever made. But we're here in ESPN NFL Fever ESPN NFL Primetime 2002 every single Tuesday right here on the channel. If you're looking for other stuff to watch, check out the my channel page. There's 4 other seasons to watch if you like more of this, or just hang out until next week. Check out baseball coming out later today. All that good stuff. Thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will leave you with this just gameplay thing while I give you things to subscribe to and watch. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.